Don't worry, you won't remember a thing.
Come back to our mind. Something you once knew. You don't remember.
You can't remember anything?
No.
Did you forget?
This world is not real.
We are living in an artificially induced state of consciousness that resembles sleep.
The radio have brought us closer together.
Reaching millions throughout the world. For those who can hear me, I say.
What?
Forget about it.
Don't you remember?
Got it memorized.
What is wrong with you? I can't remember this shit.
You don't remember. Why am I not surprised?
Don't take it personally. I don't remember what I had for breakfast.
Gluten-free waffles, sir.
That's right.
I don't remember a goddamn thing.
The body cannot live without it.
Why do I always forget my words when I speak?
Drop down.
Remember the time. Keep it in mind.
Doc, none of us could remember anything. None of us could remember.
Remember. Write it down.
Remember this day.
Keep it in mind. Come on, write this down. Write the price down. Write it down. Come on, concentrate.
What up, niggas?
Yes, what is up? Oh, wait, are we recording? Yes, we are. All right, so.
What if I had to do just a second take on that? Hey, next time, do it with more gusto.
More feeling.
More feeling. I didn't really feel it when you said it.
I need you to put the "guh" in nigga. All right? But yes, welcome. He's BJ, I am Gene, and this is the show, Won't Remember a Thing. The show where we are stuck in a time capsule today, and today is July 20th, 2021.
And yes, it has been a while. What have you been up to?
I've been working, not sleeping, not eating, killing myself, slowly but surely.
So what everybody else does, but I'm asking, what are you doing?
I am working on a few projects that I can't exactly get into. Oh, what the hell? We're not,
I think you can talk about one. You don't have to talk about them all, obviously.
All right, fair enough. I am involved in a film, and that has been quite the venture. And and it's been stressful, and I kind of just want out of it now. But
is this what's killing you?
Yeah,
is this what's killing you on the inside?
It's not helping. When I finally get some downtime, I get hit up by one of the directors, because I'm also apparently now I'm one of the directors. But yeah, I just get hit up with a bunch of... It's
like they didn't tell you were a director. It's like, hey, by the way, you're also doing this too, by the way.
Yeah, so
not to put more on your plate, but just to let you know.
Right.
All right, see you Tuesday.
No, but it's I'm in too deep now. It's like I can't pull out as much as I desperately want to.
Is this part of the cartels or like?
I might as well be, dude, because we're family now.
You're family.
But yeah,
anything for family.
I've lost interest almost completely, and I'm so emotionally drained by it. And anyway,
is it the stressfulness of the project, or is it now the project itself?
It's. Damn, you word it like that, and I'd have to say it's a little bit of both.
Ooh.
But that's enough about me. Hey, if you hear...
Before we dive too much into... If they hear this...
If you hear this sound, just know that we got a little something that we'd like you to see, just to help, bring a little bit more inclusiveness into our conversation. So, just when you hear this, make sure you point your eyes to the screen. Because I know there's just a black screen right now, but...
Eventually.
Oh, just you wait.
Oh, just you wait.
Just you fucking wait. And also,
we decided to cave in.
Huh?
We decided to cave in.
Yeah. We're going to take the plunge.
We're going to take the plunge into... Now you get to see what we look like.
Speaking of just you wait, we defy you to make it through the rest of this podcast. I bet you didn't even make it past this intro.
Dude, if you watch the first 10 minutes, thank you.
Right.
Like, we appreciate it.
Way to be original individual.
Way to be original.
And this,
Way not to be a fucking woke asshole.
In this society of short attention spans.
And woke assholeness.
God bless you. I don't believe in God, but God bless you. No, I'm just playing. I'm sober, so I'm like really, really trying to feel any ounce of a high.
I know.
So,
yeah, I know.
So if I
you
seem
guys
a little
can't see it
bouncy, it's because I desperately would like to not be sober.
Right, and you know,
I'm trying to keep my mind off that.
And I'm such a dick where Gene came over and I've been on kind of a beer binge lately where like almost every night I get myself a 6-pack and come home and drink. Not drink it all, but drink some.
And there ain't no shame in that.
No, I'm fine with that. I'm not drinking a 6-pack every night, more or less. I mean, I eventually do over like a 2-day span, but you know.
Yeah, nothing to write an essay on alcoholism for.
Well, I mean, unless you count like the couple of beers I have before I leave work, because their thing is like it's either thinking about it now, it's funny. Either you feed yourself or you get drunk. One of the two. You can't have both. You just have to pick one or the other. It's like, well, I guess I'll just get drunk, I guess. I always have food at home or go get Taco Bell and shit my brains out later, so yeah.
Well, BJ, I'm glad that you brought this up because...
shitting your brains out?
No, you're drinking.
Oh.
Because I hate to be the bearer of news, but this is an intervention. Come on out, guys.
Oh,
come on.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck. No.
BJ, now these are all your friends and family, and we all care about you. Okay, these are.
I don't even know half of these people.
Yeah, but they care about you, and that's what matters.
But I don't care about them. I don't even know who the fuck they are.
Yeah, but some of them have seen you around town buying alcohol, and they just got that vibe. You
From
know,
the
that
gas station?
Yeah, there's like, man, there's something. That guy's going through something. He needs help.
He's just picking weird beers now. He's not sticking with the same one. I think he's doing drugs.
Yeah, they're like, I bet that guy's got a podcast. I'm gonna look it up, see if I can contact his co-host.
He looks like a depressed soul. I think he has a podcast. Yeah, he's got a problem.
Dude, I got emails out the wazoo. Like, hey, I discovered your show. And I think I've seen this BJ guy around, and I must say I desperately would like to help him.
I just want to reach out as a concerned fan.
I would like to be his sponsor.
I want him to call me every week, tell me how he's doing, and I want to make sure the fella's all right.
What's up with you?
Getting myself to the point where I'm gonna start going to school and start doing more production shit.
Get your edumacation
for like production and broadcasting in a sense, because I've learned just getting straight into like being a sports writer might not be the best direction to go.
Yeah.
Well, and it's only because it's not the fact that I don't think I couldn't write a good article and maybe screw it up and get some people mad at me. I probably could.
Yeah,
but
I'm sure you're pretty talented in that field.
It's just the fact it's a waiting game. You know what I mean? It's like you literally gotta wait for some of these sports writers to just die. And it's no knock on them. I mean, it's just the name of the game. You know? Like, some of these fucking dudes have been doing this shit for 30 years and are still doing it. Like, what, am I supposed to wait until I'm like 60 and then finally get a shot at? I don't think so.
And they just now hit their prime, too. So.
Exactly, you know what I mean? They hit their prime and they're like 55 and 60 and in mid-age at this point. They all have kids now going into high school and college. It's just like, not that that's not a goal to achieve, but it's just like, I would be getting a little too late into it, and I would be sitting there waiting. I'd probably end up as a local sports broadcaster wherever the fuck I'm at, you know what I mean? And not knocking the people who do that, it's just, I don't know, I kind of want to do more than just that.
Oh, yeah, totally.
You know, always want to strive to more than do just that.
Yeah, that would be a waste of your creativity, for sure. And your passion.
But besides all that, finally got to go see my girlfriend for like about a week.
Nice.
Which was nice, but you know the funny thing was because we had a huge storm down here.
Yes.
You know, like in the Nebraska Omaha. Actually, I think the whole Nebraska state got hit by this.
For sure.
But you know, like it was a huge storm hit down here in Omaha.
It was like a hurricane.
So I hear.
Yeah.
But I was fucking 5 hours away, so I had somebody watching my animals, watching my apartment. I didn't know.
You lucky bastard. I had to go without Wi-Fi for 2 days.
Oh, man, you must have been freaking out.
Oh, man, I was itching and scratching like a fucking fiend.
That's the thing I was thinking. I'm like, dude, Yeah, you know, people would be like, "Oh no, I could take it without Wi-Fi for a day," blah blah. And then the second day comes, and they're like, "Fuck yeah, I need a." They just start going fucking nuts, like, you know, just start becoming animals because they can't like watch their fucking TikTok videos and shit, you know.
I kid. It really wasn't that bad. The only thing that sucked was, you know, keeping food fresh. From,
of course,
you know, the friginator.
That was the one thing at my restaurant. I'll just say it, Big Fred's. That's where I work at here in Omaha.
Mm.
I would not recommend working there. I worked there, just wouldn't recommend going in there and working there.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Wouldn't recommend it. But no, like all the freezers and shit, like turned off.
Yeah.
And that was my first thought because I got called by my supervisor. It was like, hey, just to let you know, all the freezers and everything are still off. And this is Sunday. Like, you know, the storm hit Friday.
Yes.
You know, and everything's still fucked up by Sunday.
Yes.
And she calls me and she's like, yeah, you know, everything's still turned off. The only things on are the beer and shit. And I'm like, instantly in my head, like, well, all the food's fucked.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, no pizzas and pastas and salad today.
Yeah, the same thing happened at the restaurant I work at, but it's a little more of a upper class of a restaurant.
Oh, mine's grimy as fuck.
Yeah.
Mine's grimy as fuck is a high price, at a high price.
So, yeah, yours is just slightly above a hole in the wall.
Yes. Hole in the wall that costs a lot of money for no reason.
Yeah, so our freezers were out for like maybe an hour, and then they kicked up a generator, and everything was back up and running, and I was like, fuck!
See, they have a backup generator there, but it only runs a couple things.
Ah, yeah, I bet.
It doesn't run the 2 giant pizza ovens that break all the time, or
yeah,
the 2 giant fucking freezers that.
Oh yeah, I know.
You know,
I could tell.
Only the beer.
You look at Big Fred's and you just look at them. You're like, I bet you guys only have one generator and it only helps certain things.
Yes,
it only lights up
that's
certain
exactly
things.
what it is. That's exactly what it is. And you know, my employers could find this podcast, find me saying this shit, and they still would have nothing to say because they know what I'm saying is true.
No,
it's not like I'm talking shit. I'm not talking shit.
Your job will not be in jeopardy for any of the things
I'm like
you
one of the
just
best
said.
employees there. I don't complain. I show up literally early. You know, I didn't have a car for 3 months, like waiting to find a fucking car. And I'm like, well, I gotta fucking either if I don't have a ride, I gotta walk to work.
Yeah.
I would still show up to work early.
Damn, dude.
And that is saying more than some of the people who have cars because they would show up late.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, for sure.
I'm the dude who shows up 10 minutes early, gets the smoke pot on the side of the fucking building and relax a little bit before I go inside. And these motherfuckers with the cars show up 10 minutes late.
Yeah, so your job is secure.
Oh, I'm good.
You're
I'm
secure.
good. The only thing I do apparently is I kind of burn the Alfredo sauce. But only because, like, the way I was taught is, like, just turn it up all the way and get it cooked real quick. But the head guy there apparently was going to yell at me one day because it's one time it tastes good and the other time it tastes burnt. And I'm like, well, it's probably my fault because the pan's really fucking looking brown right there. And I just say, fuck it, just put it in there. But, you know.
Your pan's looking pretty brown there, my guy.
Yeah, well, that gives it flavor. It gives it the nice, deep flavor that you're looking for in that Alfredo sauce.
You ever heard of browning meat? Well, I'd like to brown my sauce.
I brown the fuck out of my sauce. I make you know it's still cooking in the same shit I cooked 5 other times. Sorry, it's got completely off topic.
Yeah,
but, no, she told me that, and I was instantly like, so I don't have to come in tomorrow, do I? Because I was going to come back the next day, Monday, and just drive, because my shit doesn't go until the afternoon.
Right.
So I had, like, all morning to get back here, and I'd be fine.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, yeah, you don't have to come in. So I'm like, great, see you on Wednesday. So it just ended up staying there for like another 2 days. I was like, fuck yeah.
Much deserved vacay.
Oh, dude, it was great. But you know what's the best feeling when like you like take vacation off of work and your instant thought is like, man, they're gonna miss me. They're gonna be the first day and they're like, oh man, when does he get back? Fuck. All right, well, hopefully we get through these next couple days, you know.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't tell you how many people when I came back that Wednesday were like, "Oh my God, you're finally back! Thank God!" I'm like, Jesus, was it that bad without me here? Because I only run like a certain part of the line of the kitchen. I don't run a big part of the kitchen, but I'm just like, was it that shitty over here for the past?
You go in there and it's like the Dark Ages.
Yeah, it's just like, oh my God.
They're like, my lord,
he has returned.
He has returned, the prodigal son.
Light beaming.
Yes.
Because I'm coming from inside, all the lights are turned off. There's, I have a sword for no reason. Just, I am here. Where's my spot?
My lord, the chefs and the prep cooks were at the Great War of Alfredo. and now we finally have you to lead
save
us.
us.
Yes. Now get back to work.
Fuck, all right, let me take off all this armor and shit. I'll be a minute. But, no, yeah, it was a nice, needed vacation. Got to bond with my girlfriend's kid. And I wasn't going to say this on the podcast, or just in general, but it gave me chills. So I was taking her to this, like, what is it, the Niobrara Wild Park Reserve out there. It's, like, really close to town. It's a really cool place. Like, it's a giant open nature thing that you can go and like go down to the river and just play in the river and shit and just walk around the trails.
Chill.
Yeah, it's chill. But the parking lot is so nonchalant. Like, you have no idea where you're at when you pull up to this thing. All there is a fucking sign being like, this is the Niobrara National Park Wild Reserve. And you just see a giant,
you still don't know what you're parking for.
Well, yeah. It's like just a bunch of trees and like a giant, like, valley. And you're just like, wait, well, where's the fucking... And it's just like, oh, go down this unbeknownst concrete trail that, you know, you're just like, oh, okay.
Just trust me on this.
Just trust me on this. It doesn't look suspicious at all. It's not like you're going to get mugged here. But, I mean, you go down it, and that looks fine. But as soon as you get to, like, the actual part, because there's a waterfall, like a natural little waterfall.
Oh, no
there.
shit. Okay.
It's pretty cool. It's not like, oh, my God, Niagara Falls. No. But it's a neat little, like, natural little waterfall in the middle of but fuck nowhere.
Right.
So
totally.
And there's like 3 of them around this area, which is quite weird, but you know, whatever. But you go down these like metal constructed abstraction that like you walk down. It's like if you're gonna walk over like an old bridge and it's just like it's all metal when you walk over it. It's like that.
Oh, okay.
Walking down it. So it's just like, hey, don't fucking trip. It's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Don't be wearing sandals on this shit either. You're gonna cut the fuck out of your heels.
Oh, damn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but you know, for me it was cool. Just taking her down there or whatever, and she's all excited. It's like, are we gonna go in the river? I'm like, yeah, whatever. But it's cool because it's not just like straight river. There's like a rocky area with sand right before there's a deep part of the river, so you can just sit there and chill and do all that kind of shit. You know, it's a neat little thing. It's like, dude, I just thought there's people hearing this like, man, stop talking about fucking nature, you fucking idiot. But anyways, you know, just a neat little thing to do while her mom is at work and I have nothing to really do just to kill time. Just to kill time.
Yeah.
And, you know, she's playing in the water and all that shit, and we're fucking around, kicking water at her. Like, you know, like when a kid really tries to splash water at you, and you sit there and you're like, I'm going to show you, you little fuck. Just, bah! Just blast the fuck out of them with water. And they don't know you're, like, being somewhat malicious about it. They're just like, ah. And you're just like, oh, do it again. They do it again. You're like, all right, motherfucker. Bah! You just keep doing it. We're just fucking around. And somehow the subject came up with her because, like, you know, her mom dated other people before me, so she's been exposed to other people before me, obviously. And, like, I don't know how it got brought up. She's just like, oh, you plan on going anywhere? And I'm just like, wow, what a flooring question to ask me out in the middle of fucking nature while we're having fun. No.
Why do you ask?
Yeah, no. Why do you ask? I plan on marrying her. Why do you ask? And she's just like, oh, well, that's good, because every other dude just, like, left. I'm like, kid.
Well.
Kid, that doesn't make this any better.
Way to make the moment here,
way to make
kid.
this way to make me feel confident about talking this with you.
Wow.
I mean, you know, she's 7. She doesn't.
No, I know. I'm just saying,
you know,
you guys were having a nice little moment, and then she just drops these bombs on you. It's just like, oh God, soul crushing.
Right. Oh God, I'm thinking like she's just, you know, I thought it was gonna end there, and then she's like, oh, so you know, she's like, oh, you gonna marry my mom? She's like, should I start calling you dad? And you know, that's the thing where, like, you date somebody who's already got a kid. That's like the last thing that should be on your mind of like that kid calling you dad or whatever.
I agree.
Because in my mind, I'm like, I haven't done fucking nearly enough to even deserve it. I'm a piece of shit.
Right.
Like, it's like, if you knew half of the drugs I've done before I met your mom, you'd be like, Jesus Christ, you're dating this guy? Like,
forget I asked.
Right, this guy's a piece of work, but I was just like, I'm like, I'm not going to tell you to call me that. If you want to, by all means, fucking do it. I'm not. Well, I didn't say fuck.
Yeah, but go right ahead.
Yeah, but go right ahead.
Yeah.
And then me and her are playing. I come back and it's been probably a couple days, and I'm playing. With Kelly, who's been on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm playing Dead by Daylight with her, like as we kind of do every other night.
Yeah.
And she just like, girl, do you know what Addie, what she was talking to me about earlier? And I'm like, God, no. I think I might, but, go for it. She was apparently like, they were sitting in the room and she was like, oh, well, BJ's going to be my new dad. I'm like, oh. Well, cat's out of the bag now.
Yeah. Kids say the darndest things.
Dude, right? And what's funny? It's like me and her were both in agreement of like, I thought I would have to do more.
Right.
And she was just like, yeah, I thought you would have had to done like 3 more years of this shit before she ever
Besides
got to that
just showing
point.
face and like, a gift here and there on a holiday or a birthday. But that's the least you could do.
Yeah, right? I mean, I'm just as surprised as you. I'm like, my dad's situation. I'm like,
yeah.
It was not on the top of my list of things I thought I was going to have growing up.
But, it's just like she said, is the proof is in the pudding. It's the fact that other guys took off and you've been around for quite some time,
I have. And don't get me wrong, at the same time, I was not the greatest at first with her. Let me be completely frank here. Probably about the first 2 years, it was quite the struggle. Let me tell you, it was quite the fucking struggle. It was like a part of me just didn't want to like let go and like
you start passing the kid bowls like, hey kid, you want to hit?
No, not that bad.
I'm 5.
It's good for you. Sorry.
A joint then.
How about a cookie?
Yeah, how rude of me.
How rude of me. I'm sorry. How about a cookie?
Yeah, clearly you're the type for edibles.
No, it was just like, I don't know, like I think there's a weird part of me where it was just like I couldn't let the kid part of me come out for some odd reason, and just like the authoritative part just stayed there.
Absolutely, yeah.
Dude, I don't know how to be a kid unless it's with older kids.
Even then, you can't help but be like the big brother or something.
Yeah, and I'm like, it's a little weird because I mostly just had little cousins, and I'm an only child. I've never had any little younger kid with me.
Right.
Just growing up with me, so I knew I didn't know. I was sheltered for that. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't have my first cousin until I was like 10.
Yeah.
Like, first cousin until I was 10. And I'm like...
So by that point,
Yeah, by the time they're 10, I'm 20. Right. So, it's like I can't really connect with them on such a kid... I can, but I'm also, like, trying to do drugs and get drunk and all this other shit. Like...
Yeah.
I have no reference of, like, yeah, why don't we go play pretend? I'm like, man, pretend fucking sucks. Yeah. Just, man, why would you want to pretend shit? The world sucks fucking ass. Like, speaking of kids, did you the X Games are going on right now, right?
I did not know that, but that's cool to hear.
Okay, well, the X Games are going on right now. And what's cool, they had, was it the half pipe or whatever the fuck, I don't remember all the fucking terms for skateboarding. Yeah. But, it's a big, regular half pipe that you would see Tony Hawk being on back in the day.
X Games level.
Yeah. Well, in this competition, they had, like, Bucky Lassick. Tony Hawk showed up. Literally during the broadcast, they're like, Tony Hawk's going to be a last-minute entry into the... I'm like, this dude's like 54. Like, Jesus Christ. Dude still looks in great shape,
That's why it was
dude.
last minute. They had to convince him.
Well, I don't think it was like I honestly, well, maybe.
He's like, it's like, guys, I don't know. My back, my knees, I just don't know if I... They're like, You're fucking Tony Hawk. You're showing up.
Well, right.
It's in your contract.
We have you
your
for life.
lifelong contract.
Until you die, you're doing this. But no,
Yeah.
I think it was more Tony Hawk. Like, I think he like missed the entry to show up on time.
Yeah, he's a busy man.
But because he's Tony Hawk, they're like, oh wait, Tony Hawk. Fuck yeah, let Tony Hawk. If they had to be the people who were like, no, we didn't let Tony Hawk in.
Right.
What are you doing?
They're like, it's in our contract to get Tony Hawk in here.
He is literally the reason why people give a fuck about skateboarding.
It could be literally last minute.
Dude, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. It's, you know, the X Games 2021. There's actually people at the event. And there's a 12-year-old who is in this competition.
Okay.
Now, he pulls something off. And now, since you've never seen this will be a good, nice first reaction for you.
For sure.
He pulls something off that has never been done, and he's 12.
Oh, shit.
So watch this.
I like where you're going with this.
Watch this.
Okay.
He Curry. Okay, I thought it was Guy. Yeah, he's going to pull off a 1080.
Dude.
But that's not even the best part.
12 years old.
But look. There's Tony Hawk. There's Tony Hawk. Bucky Classic right there. Just.
Are you kidding me? I went 88. Go ahead, cry. Stop tears.
Dude, like.
Dude, that is monumental.
Dude, like. Dude, look at him. He's. You have. Look at that. Tony Hawk comes out, gives you a fist, hugs you. Dude, I'd be coming in my pants right now.
To the future.
I would have the most raging boner right now. I'm like, dude, Tony Hawk is giving me a hug.
You just passed the torch to me.
And he won gold medal. He won gold medal with that trick. And he's the youngest kid to ever win an X Games medal.
Good on you, young buck.
Dude, look at this.
Stuck it. Oh my God, the form.
But what people, I mean, granted, what you don't see here is this is his 7th attempt at it. So he had been trying at this for about 6 other times and was getting closer. This is the last shot he had and landing the trick. And oh! But you know what I thought? You know what would have been even worse? I'm not even trying to shit on the kid. But this would have still been a story if like he had fucked up on the last one and he like fucked up his arm. You know what I mean? Just oh,
dude, that was
12-year-old in the middle of the fucking vert ramp, just
that would have been so tragic.
You know.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, that's just me. But
yeah, no. Thankfully, we're not living in that timeline.
No. We're living in the one where he lands the trick and he's gonna be the new Nigel Houston of fucking, you know, skateboarding.
Dude, that's awesome,
yeah.
man. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Good for him.
But speaking of like,
but that's sweet, man. That warmed my heart to see that. Thank you for sharing that.
And I was actually watching it like live when I saw it, and I was like, oh my God, fuck yes, fuck yeah. It was awesome to watch. You know.
I wish I had a beer so I could just fucking like shake it with excitement and just spill it all over the place and completely waste it just from the fucking just to cheer that kid on, man. That's awesome.
You don't have to keep reminding me I didn't buy beer.
No,
right?
no, I didn't even mean it that way. You know that.
But going from something really good to something just that is gonna stick with an organization until they actually win a World Series, which probably will be never, maybe not in our lifetime. Have you seen the worst baseball? They're calling it the worst baseball play of 2021. I'm calling this the worst baseball play of since baseball's been a thing.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I have not heard.
Okay. Well, let me set this up for you. Let's be fair. Both of these teams suck. I can't really talk much. My Cardinals suck too right now. But two kind of meh teams, you know, it's the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs.
Okay.
So, when you see this play, just, I'll let you watch it all the way through, and then you tell me what the fuck he should have done at first as soon as this play happens, all right?
All right.
Like, I love baseball, and I understand these guys are professionals.
To a degree.
I mean, they make it to the major leagues. You're a professional.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But what happens here
is why
what
I
makes
say to a degree.
Well, it's what makes every Joe Schmo watch baseball and they're like, I can fucking do that. What the fuck is this guy doing? You know, it's like the dude who's been sitting on the couch drinking 20 packs of beer for the past 10 years, and he's like, I can fucking make a better play than that guy. This is why they say that. All right.
Couch coaching.
Yes.
0-2 home and a swing and a ground ball on to third base. He took a neck-high pitch and hit it on the ground to third. Now Baez running back toward home plate. Tag him quickly.
What the fuck are you doing?
Oh, it's not done.
What the fuck are you all doing?
Up. And he makes it all the way to second.
What was with the hesitation, bro? What was that? What was that? What the fuck?
Like,
oh shit!
Like, what is going on?
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
That is amazing. I'm amazed.
Not if you're a Pirates fan, it's not.
I'm amazed by how, like, what, like.
I love
what?
they video game it too. They put it in video game form.
The accuracy in the fucking 3D models right now.
Even though they're as basic as fuck.
I'm just about the movements.
Yeah.
What in the hell? What? I can't. I'm stuck on stupid right now.
Okay. Well,
I don't even know what to make of that. Like, what? I can't even. I see what you're saying. Like, yeah, if anyone can watch it and be like, oh, well, I could have prevented that.
You know what was the most stupid part about that? It's literally at the beginning. So.
Oh, I caught that.
Yeah.
That's what I thought you were showing me this for, and then it just got worse.
No, right here. Even if you don't watch baseball.
Yeah.
If a guy hits a ball and he has not made it to first.
Yeah.
What do?
You fucking stay there, or you throw the goddamn ball to somebody, or you fucking just stay there and be like, hey, dude, you're not getting to this base.
Well, it's that. All you have to do is touch the bag.
That's what I'm saying. You either just stay there,
you just
touch your fucking bag and say, hey, bro, you're not getting this, or you toss it to someone who's trying, like, I don't know, the fucking home base that's clearly being made for. Like, I just don't get what was happening. Who is this fuck? Who is this player? Because
Will Craig.
I just don't. I can't believe it, man.
Oh my god! Like,
because I played baseball for a little bit in my younger years, and if I did some stupid shit like this, I would have got my ass whooped
and benched
but
and kicked off the team.
Yes,
like all of the above. You would not be playing baseball. This is literally.
I would have got lashes.
The Little League players don't make this kind of mistake. Little League 12-year-old kids don't do this. If they throw the ball fucking fucked up, then sure. But like
this dude, I just watched someone who makes a hefty penny.
Yes, yeah, he makes a decent living.
Make not even a rookie mistake. Like this, like what?
You're going back to AA.
Oh my lord!
What are you doing?
This is maddening. Like,
this happened this year in baseball. This is modern baseball right now.
Right, I would have gave this a pass if this was like the 90s. I'd be like, all right, well.
Well, even then, this wouldn't happen in the 90s.
No, it wouldn't. No.
They had defense. They gave a fuck about fundamentals. They knew, that's right, he's running to first. I can just touch the bag.
Fundamentals.
And he's out.
Fundamentals is the word here. You're absolutely
like you said,
right.
Why are you, as you're running down the baseline, holding the ball next to your chest like, you gonna touch it? You gonna touch it? Or do I have to touch you? Do I have to touch you?
That's the thing. Yes, he was acting like the dude was gonna, like they were just gonna
run around him.
Yeah, like they were just gonna meet in the middle. Like he was gonna just be like, here, no, come on now. You know what this means. You know what we do here. This is when you come up to me and you let me touch you with the ball.
You touch the glove.
Yeah. Like what? I was so, he looked, I don't know who was more confused, me or him, because he looked like he didn't know what the fuck to do with that ball.
I don't know, let's take a look. I think it was more him. Like, why aren't you reaching out? Reach out!
Look, he keeps acting like he's gonna, oh my god, and the way he, oh my god. I'm just stunned. I can't even form sentences right now. You just played it again. And it was worse the second time. No, excuse me, the third time, because I had to watch fucking 3D fucking characters do it.
Yeah. You know what I even thought of?
Just the nonchalantness in the jog. Like, this is just fucking just practice.
You're gonna walk in the park like you're just playing catch with your son. Like, there you go. You got it, son. There you go.
Like he was jogging along with him. Like that was the inning. Like he was just running back to the fucking bench. Like, yeah, like we're done. We're done for a little.
We're done with this.
What was that?
Dude, it was terrible.
And then he kept doing this weird like juke jerky maneuver.
I'm
like
gonna go around you.
Like I'm gonna get you.
I'm gonna get you.
Oh,
I'm the tickle monster.
I'm the first baseman monster. Like what? And then he doesn't commit to it. He just doesn't do a little jerk. Just I'm gonna get you. Oh, am I gonna take? No.
And the weakest throw, and it's not like you're gonna throw hard when you're that close, but you're just.
That's the thing. And then in the midst of that, he's so flabbergasted. He's so confused. He doesn't know what to do. That while he's jogging, he's looking at the other bases to see and map out where he should go with it. While he has this fucking dude right in front of him, and you know he sees this fucko rushing for home base. And that was his final decision. Oh, let me just toss it to you. Let me just not a
here,
fucking
friend.
Not
it's
chuck
like it's an egg that he doesn't want to crack. Just here you go. We don't want to lose this toss. We want to win the picnic game.
Dude, the flick of the wrist, like what? It just This is
Look at the flick of the wrist.
I didn't know what I was doing with this, so you figure it out. He did it like, here you go, teammate. Like you got it. Get him. You got him. You got him,
buddy.
teammate.
You got it, buddy. Go tag him.
No, he doesn't have it because you
missed.
You hesitated like fucking 80 times.
You missed.
You missed.
I took a shot and I missed. I took another shot and I missed.
And you blew it.
You fucked it up. You fucked it all up.
Not only did you look bad, but then you made
goddamn dirty apes.
Oh my god. I just love that the guy then seizes his moment to get to first and then takes his moment to get to second. Like,
and he didn't even he only did was ground it out to
like,
third.
Let me show you how it's done, son. Oh, he's like, oh, I could do what I wanted to do in the first place? Oh, great. Yippee. What?
You know, any alive old Pittsburgh Pirates players, and I'm talking like the Dave Parkers, the Willie damn it, what was his name? Willie Sturgill and all those fucking guys. They must have died and had a heart attack seeing they're like, wait,
dude, we're
representing this? This is what we're representing now? Oh my god, we suck dick. Like
I feel like I just had an aneurysm. Like, what in the ever living fuck, my guy?
If this happened on my Cardinals team, like, I'm a diehard Cardinals fan. I'd be like, dude, what in the fuck are we doing? Have we sunk so low that we're making double-A mistakes in the major leagues? No, not even double-A. Fucking 6-year-old pee-wee baseball plays here. Dude. What are we doing here?
You don't. This type of shit doesn't even happen in T-ball.
No.
Like, I can you play it again? I'm so.
You want to watch it all the way through again?
I cannot believe what I just saw.
I cannot believe what I just saw.
There's the 0-2 home and a swing and a ground ball.
It's a funny reference.
He took a neck-high pitch. And hit it.
It's this jog.
There's just everything wrong about that.
What is going through this guy's mind?
I don't know. That's literally it. He's like, I don't know. And then, oh, wait. Oh, I'm not on the bag. Oh, damn it. Oh, buddy, you didn't make the play? No.
He's throwing to the first baseman who's not there anymore.
I'm fired. That's the fucking second baseman. That's the second baseman
coming over. I know, but he's throwing to the first baseman that's not there anymore. It's so fucking
Hopefully
nuts.
Somebody gets there. Damn it.
Wait,
what's happening?
They're picking up his slack.
Fuck.
Dude. How do you fuck up this majorly? I can't.
That's
amazing.
That
is amazing. Exactly.
It is absolutely amazing. How fucking stupid that play was.
How full of hope he was when he chucked that ball to first base.
I got him. Like, damn it.
Stop him.
Fuck.
Make up for this loss. Nope. That's another L. I'm sorry.
I think the Pirates did end up losing that game anyways.
You think?
Yeah, wouldn't it be a story if they did that and they
that
won?
was the turning point. That was the play that lost them the game.
Oh my god. I think them just starting to play was the turning point of them losing the game.
Oh man. Wow. Wow.
I told you I had some dingers.
That is going to that's the rest of my week now. That is just going to get me through the rest of my week.
You show people like, have you seen this fucking horrible play?
It doesn't matter how bad of a day I'm having. All I'll have to do is just be like, at least I'm not having that bad of a day. My goodness.
You know who's kind of reverting? Speaking of bad days, we brought it up on the podcast a while ago. You remember that Anthony Jeselnik thing? That
yes.
He so happened to just fucking post on Twitter.
I remember it fondly.
And you know.
Yep.
Well, now he's starting to go on a bunch of other people's podcasts and starting to get, people are asking questions like, are you still friends with Big J?
Does this man not have a podcast of his own?
No, he does.
Oh, okay.
I don't go bother and listen to it because
I've seen him on so many different podcasts, and I'm like, dude, why don't you just get one of your own, man?
He explains it in this one.
Oh, okay.
But Anthony Jeselnik now to me, I don't know. It's more of now the way he talks. The way he talks now, like when he first was coming up, it was whatever.
Yeah.
It's not like he doesn't deserve to be arrogant in some way because he's big comedy guy and all that stuff.
He does,
but he just sounds like an arrogant dick when he talks.
And he did before he had the right to.
Right,
yeah.
So maybe we just kind of glossed over that, but it's just I don't like the way he makes his sentences. I don't like the way he says his sentences. But he was on Jeremiah Watkins' podcast too. Love that guy. And the question got brought up, and he says some stuff. So let's take a look here.
Look at me! Look at me!
This is from Josh_Z's on Instagram. Are you friends with Big J? It got like a ton of likes.
Like 6 months ago,
this is why when
it would have been an easy answer. Yes, I'm friends with Big J Oker.
This is why when I asked you when we went to see Big J, I'm like, God damn it! I hope he's like, I think Anthony Jeselnik's still my friend. What?
Big J Okerson. I love Big J Okerson. I've known Big J for a long time from the Comedy Cellar. We were on Oddball together. Always had good conversations. Always cool. And then there was like a drama, I guess you'll say, where I tweeted out an article. And I like when people write about stand-up comedy, whether it's negative or positive. I just like the attention that the art form gets.
Okay.
I feel like most stand-up articles are about someone who's got a special coming out. It's just praising them. When someone's
kind of
like,
promo.
Yeah, when someone's like, there's bad things happening in the scene, I enjoy reading that stuff. Just as like a guy.
So in fairness, he does make a good point.
I appreciate that sentiment.
Yes,
for sure. Like the moment he said that he loves whether it's good or bad, that if stand-up's getting written about, I agree with that. And then he further like expressed my sentiments when he said like, oh, like usually it's just about a special
that
coming
came
out. Yeah, so true.
And it is.
No lie there.
No, it's just the things afterwards that just kind of like, ooh.
I'm a messy bitch and I live for the drama. And I read this article, and it was about, it was called, like, stand-up comedy is an alt-right problem. And it was about, like, a lot of these podcasts that will have, like, Alex Jones on, or that Milo guy on. Like, weird alt-right people. And you can't even use the word alt-right anymore because they kind of saw that word was bad and rebranded everything.
I can already hear the dismay in your voice. Let it out. What are you... What are you going to say about this? I already know what I'm going to say.
I feel like it's like deja vu. Like, I don't appreciate him bringing this up again. But since we're here, first of all, you can say alt-right, okay? You can. You just fucking can. It's in the fucking English language. You can say alt-right, Jeselnik, all right? First
I don't think
of all,
that's what he meant.
Oh, no, I know. No, I know. No, I get what he's saying.
I'm getting there.
No, I get what he's saying. But I'm saying, no, fuck that. You can say it. Whether or not, it'll offend someone or that someone will take it which way, whatever. No, you can say it, and it'll still mean what it means. And that is fucking alt-right. Now.
But
Go ahead, please, because I actually want to get back to whatever he's about to follow this up with. But you go ahead.
My thing with him, like, the super alt-right of, like, Alex Jones and all that stuff, it's like, I mean, I guess the dude's just funny to listen to.
My question is, what is your fucking point? What is your point? Because
he doesn't have one.
Just because these guys end up on a podcast that you deem alt-right? Or is he saying that the guests are alt-right?
Wait for it.
Because regardless, you're only alt-right if you yourself claim to be. You know, anyone can say that someone's alt-right, but you are, the person that you are claiming to be alt-right is not alt-right until they flat out come out with alt-right views. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I don't know. I mean, well, he said he just said Alex Jones. Okay, I'll give you that one.
Alex Jones and that Milo
I don't
guy.
know who the fuck that is. But hey, my finger's not on the pulse. Whatever.
Yeah, no.
But okay, Alex Jones. All right, that's one. And Milo. Okay, you named two. But we're talking about comedy. Who in comedy are you talking about? And why does it fucking matter? That is what I want to know. What is his point? Because all I hear is, oh, this is alt-right. What does it matter? What are you trying to get across? What are you trying to, what battle are you trying to fight? What hill are you trying to die on? I don't fucking get it. Are you saying that alt-right is bad? Okay. You know what? Please, what do you have to add to this? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just I thought we were done with this, and now it feels like I'm stuck in a fucking time loop. And I'm sorry I brought it up. It doesn't help that I'm not a fan of this guy already. Please, what did you have to say?
Well, I was gonna say. I mean, I get where you're coming from.
Yeah,
I do, because that was my first thought. I've already seen what he says in here, so it's kind of funny to see you react the way you are. This is exactly what I thought. Too, at first I was like, because he doesn't say what he said in this next part.
Okay.
In this next part, he hasn't said this in anything else until he got on this podcast.
Okay, fair enough.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
Because once you hear it, you're like, okay, you're still stupid, but
yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Okay.
Yeah.
And I think Big J was mentioned in the article. I didn't know any of the other people mentioned, but what I took from it was these people were being taken advantage of by these alt-right figures that like, we're just joking, see, we were on this funny podcast. And when I was at the Comedy Cellar when I lived in New York, Ann Coulter would come in and hang out at the comics table, and I hated that. It always like annoyed me. I would stay away from it, and so
I mean, he hasn't gotten to the point yet, but he's trying to defend it. He hated that fucking famous people were there.
Yes.
Because it was drawing the attention away from him.
Yes.
And they would hang out with comics and shit.
Yes.
Let's let him continue.
Again, just so full of himself and just devoiding from the point.
And I would have retweeted the article, just like a soft retweet, but I didn't like the editorializing that went along with the tweets of the article. So stupidly, I just copied and pasted and put it out, which seemed like a stronger statement than just a retweet. And
so what does that tell you?
It tells me exactly like you were just saying. It's still, my point still stands that he has no point.
No, he doesn't.
And that it's a non-controversy. There's no controversy here whatsoever. There's no point to be had. There is no insight that he is providing. What the fuck, bro? Dude. You are a comedian. Where is your fucking skin? Where is your backbone? Where the fuck? I just don't get, like, bro, like, he sounds like the type of people who do not listen to any stand-up comedians, and if they do, it's fucking like shit for after-school specials. And like, he sounds like people who are completely ignorant in the comedy world and cannot take a joke. I do not understand where he's coming from. All I hear is words coming out of his mouth. I don't know what these words actually mean to him, therefore I do not know his fucking point. I don't know why why he's so sensitive to this, and what he would like to achieve by having this dialogue. Fucking let it go and say something with some fucking substance. Oh, I'm sorry, you can't, because it's just like your fucking stand-up comedy, my guy. There's absolutely nothing to you but this slow, fucking deadpan, just draw out every fucking syllable of what you're saying and just hope that it sounds like you have something to say and that you have some relevance. You do not. Nobody even knows your fucking name, Jesselneck. I only do because I actually fucking tuned into some roasts. Yeah. That's it. Other than that, dude, you're oh, I'm sorry. You had that show on Comedy Central that was fucking ripped off the fucking air after one season, I believe. I could be wrong, but whatever. What do I know?
Well, I was gonna say what I was trying to get across was he didn't read it.
Yes, thank you. That's what I'm saying. So therefore, yet again,
just didn't read
he
the
has
article.
no point other than he wants to talk about this, but he has nothing to say about it. He said, I didn't read the article. I just copied and pasted. So thank you for proving my point that you have nothing to say.
He literally did what everybody else does, and I've been not a victim, but I have done myself where you see an article on, let's say, Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, whatever the fuck, and all you read is the title, and you don't actually read the article, but you just assume, oh yeah, it's exactly what I think it's talking about, and then you don't, and then somebody comments in the like, you really fucking, like, you really believe in this, and then you're like, oh, wait a minute.
So, is his issue with the article, or that the article is correct in his mind? I'm not following him.
What he's saying is, because I get it, it's like I said, he retweeted something that he thought in his head he already knew what the article was about.
Yes.
And then now reading about it, he's like, oh, I don't actually agree with that.
Because all I heard was I just didn't know that Big J was brought up.
That's his very convoluted way of saying, he's like, I didn't read the article, I read the article, and then took it off.
Okay.
But he has to go through a whole giant fucking story of, well, I fucking hated it when this fucking famous person came down to the cellar.
So my follow-up question is then, so did he tweet it because like you said, he thought he knew what it was about? So did he tweet it because he thought it was about comedians that are
all right? That's what he thought, because he thought it was an article just saying like he said, he didn't read the only big name that really came up that he knew was Big J. So he's like, oh, I gotta look, just retweet this, because if it's all right, then whatever. Without reading and going in and seeing like, oh yeah, they're calling Dave Smith a Nazi and all this other shit, and it's like, well, first of all, he's a Jew, and so is Big J, and
I'm still trying to gather, why is he so sensitive about this subject? Where is his balls? Why is he being a little bitch about it?
Because that's just who Anthony Jeselnik is. Why don't we let Anthony Jeselnik continue?
Just a retweet. And was you looking like you're actively trying to make a statement?
Yeah, but I made no comment on it because I was like, I don't really have a comment to make. I just think this is interesting. And that whole, the Legion of Skanks guys, who I guess were like the main crux of the article, who do this a lot, their fans flipped out. And I was legitimately shocked.
Yeah, they called you a fucking fag. Dude, you know how many like tweets I saw of that? It's like, dude, Anthony Jeselnik's a faggot. Like, just no mercy.
And
he's a pussy faggot. Like,
I've yet to see anything from this video that contradicts that.
Maybe there's some truth to what they're saying.
Like, yeah, dude.
Look at him with his mouth wide open. Oh. Let me take it. Oh. Right there. Oh. Anyways, let's let him finish.
If there was any kind of backlash, much less the backlash that there was, because these are guys, and I don't really know them, but I know that they like love to say.
Big J know them.
Big J thinks you're his friend.
You know
that's a big
them.
deal, okay?
You know lots of comedians, dude. I know.
If Joe Rogan's name came up, you would know who that is.
Right. I follow comedians that are actually funny, And they happen to bring up your name a lot because you run in circles, Jesselnick. Don't act like you don't. Don't act like you're the underdog. You're not that guy anymore. It's not 2011, bro. It's been a fucking decade, dude. You've had a fucking series on Comedy Central.
Which doesn't mean shit anymore.
Right. You've had like 2 or 3 specials. Shut the fuck up.
I just think it's funny now. I wasn't expecting this from you. This is normally what I do.
Because I was slightly peeved the first time this came up. Now I'm livid just by the thought of like, this was a segment of a podcast? Are you fucking kidding me? You really thought to bring this up? What?
Well, technically a fan brought it up.
Okay, but still,
it was like tweet questions.
You entertained it to clear up your name. Like, who fucking? If this got brought up and I was him, I'd be like, look, man, I saw an article, I thought I knew what it was about, and turns out I was wrong. All right, fuck, now get over it. No, instead it's like, well, let's see. I had stumbled upon this article, and it really touched me and spoke to me in a way, and so I had copied.
It touched you. Where did it touch you?
Touch my heart and my genitalia.
Oh, I thought you were going to say. Oh, okay. So
the heart of my genitalia, and I
right in the balls. It was there and twisted it.
I then copied and pasted it and tweeted it, and I had no idea that Big J was brought up in at the time until the Legion of Skanks came and attacked me, and so then I just took it down. And and I just thought, because they're, the Legion of Skanks, they're guys that like they do this sort of thing, just what the fuck are you talking about?
Wow, Anthony, it sounds like you're really apologetic. Please continue.
So basically all he said was that he was bullied into taking it down. It's not, he still says that he still feels the way that he felt, which again makes no fucking sense.
Well, I think at this point
it's comedy. Yes, the Legion of Skanks, they do that. I don't know why he worded it that way. They do that.
Well, you mean they do dirty comedy?
like it's something so
like it's a bad
obscene.
It's like it's from Harry Potter. You don't say his name here. Yes. You can't say that here.
I'm sorry. Have you heard his material?
Yeah, it's pretty fucking bad.
Who the fuck are you to say any of this?
Because he's Anthony Jeselnik.
It's such a cry for help. Or, excuse me, a cry for attention.
A little bit.
To say that LA comics suck and New York comics are the best, I have no problem with people saying that. I have no problem with people talking shit on me as a comic. I've been doing it 20 years, and when I came in, I was
at least he admits
and
that.
I was like gunning for.
No, because he knows. He knows. He chose the shtick that he has. He chose that delivery. He chose this personality. He knows that it's unlikable. He thinks that's part of his charm.
But come on, man, he's apologetic. Come on.
He hasn't apologized for nothing. He has not apologized.
You didn't hear the apology earlier?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I forgot we live in the world now where taking a tweet down is an apology.
Or the legends. It's like talking shit on someone isn't a big deal to me. And they were very upset. The fans were upset. And they were kind of such dicks about it that I didn't feel like I could explain. Okay. Even Big J was like,
dude.
Yeah, you're dealing with the Legion of Skank fans.
You just said that talking shit is not that big of a deal. Yet your tweet was a form of talking shit.
About a whole group of people.
And then here comes these fans to retort, and now all of a sudden, I don't know why they were such dicks about it. That's what I'm saying. Why is he sounding like a fucking victim? Why does he sound like a little baby back bitch about some fuck dude? A comedian should be proud of the stuff that he got in return. A comedian should be proud of the fact that someone typed up an article because they were so offended. Because comedians should feed off of that type of energy. This dude is not bred for this, clearly. Go on, if there's more. Which I know there isn't, because he still hasn't made a fucking point. He's still just saying.
There's a little bit more.
He's just saying the same thing over and over again, just worded differently.
I want to talk to you about it, but I want to do it on the air. And when I hear that, I'm like, you know what? Like, it's like if I hurt your feelings, I'm sorry. But if I made you mad, then fuck you. That's one of my favorite Willie Nelson quotes. And I'm not going to get on the air and debate this. And I didn't put that much thought into tweeting out the article.
That's what you're doing.
Comment. I wasn't
Well,
part of the
this
article.
is what he decided.
It doesn't bother me. It's just like I just thought it was interesting. And to this day, people
did you find it interesting?
Still come at me and bring it up as if it's.
So when did this happen? I honestly, I didn't know that this article happened or anything.
That's one of the things that's like.
You're asking the wrong questions, Jeremiah.
No. He's being sarcastic. He did know.
Oh, I could tell.
Yeah, no.
He's still asking the wrong question.
No, he'll get to it. Just wait. He does something very. I give him a nice little golf clap.
Is that most people don't know, but these guys take it very, very seriously. I'd say like 3 or 4 months ago, maybe.
Okay, so still semi-recent. Yeah.
Semi-recently, but I tweet articles all the time. I was just surprised by it.
So I think that the main issue that multiple people had with it is they call, I guess in the article, they call Big J a Nazi in the article.
I think that's an oversimplification. And maybe I read I didn't scour the article enough. But it's
there's like
an oversimplification. First of all, how simple is Nazi? Okay?
Oh, no, he's just, there's many forms of Nazis, you know that, right? Like, there's neo-Nazis, there's fucking, like, Ku Klux Klan Nazis, there's the biker Nazis, you know? He's not a specific Nazi.
How is that an oversimplification? Okay, so let's just move that to the side. Again, I can't get over his sense of defensiveness and victimness. Like, why are you sitting there like you're on Barbara fucking Walters, weeping your fucking soul out, burying your
Jeremiah
fucking
Wonders.
heart? Dude.
You're on Jeremiah Wonders.
Dude.
Not shitting on Jeremiah. I love Jeremiah.
No,
but,
yeah,
you
no,
know.
he's a good guy.
But, yeah.
What? What is happening? Am I crazy? Am I the only one who's not hearing anything, and yet he's talking about it like it's the biggest thing that's ever happened to him, the worst thing that's ever happened to him?
He's just so astounded that people would come at him about their favorite comedians that you're trying to talk shit on.
They're literally called the Legion of Skanks. Are you really that surprised? Excuse me, I'll use the word that he used. Shocked? Are you really that shocked that their fans are a bunch of fucking dickholes? What the fuck are you talking about? You are so full of shit. I'm not falling for it. He really, I think he's playing into the fact of those who hate the Legion of Skanks. I think he's playing to that demographic.
Oh, and there's plenty of those guys.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, totally. He can gain some numbers with that. I'm just not falling for this. Like, what are you even going on? I think that's an oversimplification. What? So you mean to tell me that not only is Big J Ogerson a Nazi, but you think that that's simplifying it? So you think that he's worse than that?
It's like the
he goes beyond Nazism.
It's like the word things you find in the book. It's like, okay, put the word here. That's it. That's the word for that one. That's the perfect word to describe that.
What am I beholding here? Please go on if there's more.
Oh, there's definitely more because Jeremiah keeps defending them. This is what I love about Jeremiah.
Dude, we might not even get to the shit that I have with this.
Like, I was shocked to open my Twitter and my Instagram today, and the majority of the questions were centered around this, and I hadn't heard about it yet. And I was like, oh, we'll see if I can talk to Anthony about it and see if.
Oh, and just to put it into reference, this was probably a couple months ago, so this is not.
I kind of had the feel.
But
I had the feeling.
Big J's a Nazi. I don't think Big J's racist. I don't think Big J even fucking votes.
You just said it was.
I think the cult around that, they're bullies a lot of the time, and they're trolls. And when I see
some Skanks or
yeah, I guess that whole scene. I don't know the Legion of Skanks. I know Big J, and that's it.
So Big J, Louis J. Gomez.
No, that's true. That's true. He only knows.
But he knows of them, and that's why it's irritating.
I've never met Louis or Dave Smith.
Okay.
But I just think that it's a weird cult thing where, and the cult, I don't mean cult being like a negative, but like the fact that like.
I mean, as an oversimplification.
How else do you say cult? A cult is always a bad thing.
Dude, oh my god.
I don't mean cult in a bad way. I don't mean that, it's a bad thing, but it's a cult.
It's not a fan base. No. It's a cult. And that's just oversimplifying.
That's oversimplifying it. What I really want to say is they're Nazis.
Yeah, they're fucking Nazis. They're not a cult. I would never say that.
I would never say that.
I don't mean it in a bad way.
That's
I just mean that they're
oversimplifying
Nazis.
it. They're Nazis.
And they're all right.
They're all right.
Oh my god.
Their fan base got kicked off of Reddit. I think says a lot about what they do. And when people
because Reddit's a bunch of pussies.
Afraid of trolls, I kind of take that as like I can go in here. I can comment because I'm not afraid of that. Like everyone, Owen Benjamin was like going and attacking people on Twitter, and if anyone fought back, all his like bear army came after them, and I was like, no, I'm not putting up with this shit. I don't mind this bear army. I'm going to say something that I will speak my mind. And a lot of the people, the criticism is that I'm doing it in order to ingratiate myself with like the Hollywood left, as if I get a check in the mail for not being anti-trans. Like, it's insane to me that my opinions would not be my own. But as far as that article goes, I didn't put I wasn't like trying to throw anyone under the bus. I don't think it affected their business in any way.
It definitely fucking did. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're
it
saying
definitely
you could
did.
never have your opinions not be your own. Coming from someone who copied and pasted a fucking article
didn't even
that he
read
didn't
it.
even read.
I didn't even read it. But I definitely agree with that.
And I feel like I should be able to speak on it, but like, dude.
He's not a not a racist or a Nazi, but I agree with the article.
Dude, you're gonna tell me that the Legion of Skanks are alt-right when last year their fucking president was a Jew?
His name's Ari Shafir. I mean, he doesn't get more Jewy than that.
Bro rocks the Jew nose everywhere he goes. He clearly is not educated enough on this to speak on it. He even has blatantly said that he does not know the Legion of Skanks, therefore I don't know why he feels like he can have an opinion on them. And he clearly doesn't have an opinion other than now he feels like he has the right of an opinion because he got attacked by the fan base. Go fuck yourself, grow the fuck up, grow some nuts, and quit being such a fucking pussy bitch about shit, or else... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good.
No, go ahead.
No, you're good. What I was going to say, aligned with that is like, he tries to say like, oh, I don't really know. It's like, the Legion of Skanks. Because here's the thing. Like, Jim Gaffigan's gone and done Legion of Skanks. Bob Saget's coming this year and doing Legion of Skanks. Like,
that's what I'm saying. You know of them. Stop acting like this is just news to you. This is just foreign.
I didn't know that their fans would come and call me a fucking faggot. Like, I didn't know they would do...
Dude.
It's pretty apparent. Like, they've been doing it for, 15?
Yeah.
10 years now at this point? Like, long time.
Yeah.
Like, that's been, like, the mantra of them forever.
And I guess my...
But you know what's the crazy part?
Hmm?
And when we go to Legion of Skanks, we'll see this. They want to be, they want to say, oh, they're all right.
Yeah.
No women get fucking assaulted or anything at these shows.
Yeah.
Like, all the women get treated like...
Yeah.
Respectfully and all that shit.
Yeah.
And if there's any dicks, the fans kick that guy's ass and kick him out of the festival. Like, it's one of the most safest places for women.
Yep.
They're Nazis, though.
I guess
they're Nazis.
I can't relate. I can't relate to if I was in his position. If I was in his position and I had, let's say I copied and pasted and tweeted a fucking article, and then I got attacked by this fan base from some comedians that got brought up in said article, and I didn't know that A, they were brought up in the article, and B, I don't even really know these guys or their comedy.
Right.
That's bullshit, but whatever, let's play along.
Let's play this game.
Why the
play 50
fuck
questions.
would I care about what any of these people have to say in defense of these comedians that I do not know anything about? Why wouldn't it just be simply like, well, my bad. I don't even know what you guys are talking about. I disregard everything that I said, and I disregard everything you guys say. No, it has to be, I just can't believe that they did, and they get brought, and and they do this and they do that, and that's cool and all. And no, why are you going on? Why are you still entertaining this? If you don't know anything about, I don't know them. I don't know anything about it, but that they attacked me, and it's just like, okay, then just accept that and move on. But I know this got brought up through a fan, especially. Okay, but still, this could have been 2 minutes.
Right.
Like, there's no reason why this should still be going on. Why are you still talking about this now?
He has the reaction of like every person who, and I've had this too, where I put something up, somebody tweets, comments something I don't like, and I'm like, ugh. But it's like, don't feel bad when if there's a bunch of people who don't agree with you, because that's gonna happen.
Yes.
That's
what I'm saying. This is someone. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. It's just because you have your opinion, don't get butthurt when you probably should take down your opinion. Yeah, it's your opinion.
Yeah.
But if it needs to be taken down, just take it the fuck down.
That was
it's not that big of a deal.
That was literally my first reaction the moment he started going down this road. I was just thinking like, dude, you're talking like you've never been on the internet before. But I didn't want to say that because that's always the go-to, like, oh, it's the internet. Like, what do you expect? But like, dude, like seriously, he's talking like he's never been on the fucking internet before.
Well, like you said earlier, he likes to cause drama.
Yeah.
So, kind of matches his dumbness.
And I still see, every time I tweet anything, I see 4 or 5 people bringing it up. That
you faggot!
And I would clarify it more, but most people do not care or know. But the Legion of Skanks guys take it very seriously. I think one day I will see Big J, and I can talk to him about this.
Yeah.
But I'm not going on the air. And a lot of their arguments.
That's exactly what should have been done.
No.
Absolutely right.
You know what's funny?
You should literally just stop talking now and call him up, or just wait till once you're done with this podcast and call him up. But yeah.
You know what's funny? Big J wants to do this on the air. He wants to do this whole thing on the air.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I think he wants to do it on the bonfire. Actually,
I'm sure. So he could be like, you know me, you know the Skanks,
we're best friends.
You know my fans.
You told me you were my best friend.
You know Nazi's not an oversimplification.
I'm his fucking lieutenant. Get it fucking right. Jesus.
But it's just like, dude, like, look, I guess what also doesn't help, the reason why there's a huge disconnect between me and Gisselneck right now.
Right, meow.
Is that
right, meow?
I've had bad reception to a post, not a tweet. I've never really tweeted.
I've tweeted some dumb shit.
I've tweeted once. I tweeted once when I made my Twitter like a decade ago, and it was just like, all right, let's give this thing a go. And I never tweeted
Let's
again.
give this Twitter thing a try.
Yeah, it was something like that. Like, all right, let's see if I can get it, and I never did.
We'll have to bear with it if we're gonna do this.
Yeah. Oh no, I know. But I digress off the Twitter thing. Yeah. I've made posts. I'm in a bunch of Facebook groups that have thousands, tens of thousands even, some of them, of people in the group. Yes. And I've made posts. Usually I used to be, I'm not as active as I used to be in recent years, but when I used to be a huge hit. I used to be a huge favorite. People would love the shit out of the stuff I would post.
I'd get all the fucking ups on that.
I really would.
Shit.
I would get all the love and laugh emojis, all that laugh reacts. Anyway.
No, yeah.
But there were a few times where I would post something that could be offensive, and again, like this was a group that was all for that. Offensive humor was great.
This is what it was about.
But usually this was one that was there was one or two that was like anti-trans. Okay. That's a very touchy subject, and we have a few trans members.
Yeah.
And I made the mistake of not captioning, because usually if you're hitting a touchy subject, even though there's some where you could just post and you not have to say anything and everyone knows that, hey, it's just, this is, you obviously don't agree with this post. We're laughing at the post, not laughing with it, right?
Yeah.
This was one of those occasions, or there was actually two occasions, where I posted something that could have used a little caption, could have used a little context.
A little bit more finesse.
And unfortunately, I literally hit the share button as I was drifting off in sleep. This was back when I was this was back when I was that active that I would literally be posting stuff as I'm falling asleep. And I would wake up to a bunch of hate, like
a bunch of haters.
Nothing but hate. Every fucking comment, everything, every member hated me. Because they thought that I agreed with what I had shared. There was one, oh god.
You faggot not liking trans. No, just
yeah, I can't remember. I just remember Ed and Eddie was involved, and it was like a conversation. It was a conversation between Ed and Ed. It was oh no, excuse me. No,
Ed
it was
Double D?
No, not Double D. Excuse me. That's right. It was a conversation between Ed and Eddie.
Okay.
But it wasn't literally a conversation.
No,
they were just used as they were just used as characters. And they were lying in bed, and Eddie was having some weird thought as they were falling asleep or just laying together, staring at the skies.
They like live in his room for a little bit.
Yes.
Okay.
And they were just staring up at the ceiling, and Eddie said something about like, what's funny about trans people and da-da-da. I don't remember where it was
where
bad.
It went, but
it was bad. I can tell you that. And
if any networks were gonna look at this, they would not
happened?
sign me.
And you know what happened? I simply stated my case. With one of them, with one of these occurrences, I stated my case, and then I took the post down. And then the other one, I just took the post down.
Right.
It's just that simple.
That's all you have to do.
There's nothing left to say. You said what had to be said.
Giant rebuttal or whatever the fuck. Like, just be like, hey, I took it down, whatever.
And it's like, I get it. He didn't bring this up. A fan did, but still, I'm saying you could easily.
And this is the first time he's ever talked about it.
Right.
Either,
but
so.
you could easily wrap this up
in a nice little bow.
In a short response.
Yes.
It's alt-right if it's still funny is like, that's the problem. So my problem isn't so much with the Legion of Skanks, it's the fans and the cult of personality around them. That frankly, I
love the cult of personality.
I don't like that in comedy.
It's great.
I would say, so
I'm struggling to understand what comedy you do like, Jesselnick.
Legion of Skanks, it's not in my wheelhouse. It's like not necessarily in my comfort zone, but I'm friends with all those guys. And the way I kind of feel about it is, sometimes like some gnarly stuff is like said, I think, as jokes on the show, but their festival that they do, Skankfest, the support and the love that their fans show, and like how it's like a one love kind of environment that Luis J. Gomez and Big J. Arkerson and Dave Smith have created is pretty cool. Like I've done pretty much every comedy festival.
There's really nothing like it. There's really nothing like it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of comedians that got podcasts and they'll do together and do a live show and you get the sense at the live show that like, hey, everybody's like in union, everybody's like, we got each other's backs. But there's some element to the Skankfest, bro. There's some extra element of like, hey, say the wrong thing and we'll fuck you up out of like love for each other.
If
like
you're trying to, like,
one guy
berate
comes in
somebody.
here and fucking says the wrong thing to one of us, we're gonna jump the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Like no other following has that in the comedy world.
Dude, it's insane. And I want to be a part of it.
It's beautiful.
I want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been telling people even at work, and I'm like, I mean, granted, they're in their younger 20s, but I'm just like, if you want to go to a place where dirty jokes are allowed and
and it's all love.
Just all love for the love of comedy and shit, and the people that you will see perform there, it's just like, wait, they got him to come here. It's like, yes, they did, because this is one of the only comedy festivals where comedians literally feel comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to like, oh, you have to follow this, you can't say this. Say whatever the fuck is on your mind. Say the nastiest, dirtiest joke you can fucking think of, and let's have a fucking fun time. It's like it's the one thing comedy is for me as a fan. What comedy has lost, it's that thing of when, and you hear it all the time. I don't know why people say this. Like they're like regular people, which is they are. They just got famous for doing comedy. Like that's what they were before they did this.
Yeah.
But when there is no limit to what they can say and they can just speak freely, that's where that comes from, because then it's like, oh, this is the genuine side of you.
Political correctness has tainted comedy, and here is a perfect example of that. Jesselnick is going on and on and on about motherfuckers being alt-right when you're talking about comedians, sir, one of which you know personally. So
it's pretty well known.
Again, I think I'm pretty sure I said this the last time that we talked about this.
Probably did.
That is a contradiction. That negates comedy for you to say that person is alt-right just cause. Like, even if what they said could be taken as alt-right.
Even if he was, so?
You show that you have no grasp of what comedy is now. What modern age comedy is, if you really are that uptight about shit. I'm done with this, man.
I think that's good, because I don't think there's anything left. Yeah, I think it's just... But yeah, it's just... Like, there's... like... I saw this because they brought it up on the Legion of Skanks, obviously. And, it was just... They literally had the same reaction as you, as probably anybody else who would see this and actually kind of knew... Not the ins and outs of comedy, but knows what's funny. What's funny and what's up.
Excuse me.
It's like you said, it's just super disingenuous. It's just like I said, you're trying to tell a long story for a short little response, which is all we want.
But
we
my
don't
thing
want
is,
a whole story with it.
I said, as a comedian, you should be proud. Where is your love and affection and passion for comedy?
Even if you don't like that style,
yes.
Like even Jeremiah, like he just said, he's like, what they do is uncomfortable for me, but I go there because it takes me out of my comfort zone. Like
exactly.
it's a it's a good place because it's not you get out of your comfort zone and then they berate you if you're bad. It's just you can get out of your comfort zone. And it's just okay, all right.
Dude, he said that he loves if it's bad or good that comedy is getting a piece written about it. If you had that much of an enamored love for comedy, you would not have the stance that you have.
No,
I'm sorry,
you wouldn't.
If you're a Jeselnik fan, you are not a comedy fan. Officially, now. I'm sorry. That's how I feel. If you could watch that, if you can follow this guy and hear what he just had to say, his comments about all that, and still feel like, yeah, that's my comedian. That's my go-to. I'm sorry, you're not a comedy fan. You are strictly a Jeselnik fuckboy fan.
I just don't care for the guy anymore. It's just, I know he'll be around. He'll be around comedy for a while. I just don't give a fuck. I just don't care for what he has to say. I just don't.
Yeah, because he is respected in the comedy world. Because,
he is.
Because before he came out and as a name, he was a writer for a bunch of people,
Shows
a bunch of Tonight shows, a bunch of sketch shows, So, yeah, he'll be around.
He'll be around. You know, it's.
I have no doubts about that.
Don't fucking care for him.
Yeah,
he's a walking contradiction, and it's just hilarious. You know, and he'll just continue to be that way.
Yeah, he'll always be your cousin's brother's favorite comedian.
Not mine. Oh, and just to shout about so we don't get in trouble, watch Jeremiah Wonders. That's the podcast that I was on.
Mm-hmm.
Love that guy. So, and while we've been not recording and stuff, our buddies finally came out with their first song.
Yeah.
Wonderless finally came out with their first song. Go follow them on YouTube. It's Wonderless. What is it? WONDERLESS. Wonderless. Just look for like a Cthulhu-looking thing or banner. It looks really cool. I'm pretty sure. I think Nick made that. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, looks like his style.
Yes, but this is the song is Word Squidward. I already asked if we could play it, so we're all good to go on that. I mean, I'm sure YouTube won't give a fuck because they'll still be like, it's copyright, but whatever. We'll get around it. Either way, these are our buddies over here, and this is the song. I mean, whether you like this music or not, we support these guys.
You were dead. trouble this week, and we'll get high in the mountains, high in the mountains. We can get in trouble this week, and we'll get high in the mountains, high in the mountains.
Oh, that's
There we
it.
go. Yeah. Well, that was
damn.
that was almost 5 minutes.
I
though.
know, but I just thought we just got started there.
No, yeah. I don't know when they're gonna. I guess I'll have to text Nick again. I don't know when they're gonna come out with more shit, but I liked it. Maybe it's just because I'm biased and I'm his friend, but I don't know.
No, the thing is I had some.
You can say it. It's whatever.
No, no, because I almost feel like I shouldn't say it because it makes it seem like I felt stronger than I actually did. But I was just gonna say that I felt like there was some battling elements. There was some almost okay at the start. Like I'd say like the first. I'm just gonna give a rough guesstimation. Like the first like 2, maybe 2.5 minutes, it felt a little all over the place, but I get it's in the spirit of it. Like, you know, it's not like I don't get what they're doing there, but like, and it wasn't. And see, this is why I don't want to bring it up because it wasn't like
suck ass.
No, because it wasn't like that was a bad thing.
Yeah.
It was taking me out of it a little bit. It was distracting. It was just a little distracting.
Okay.
I was trying to find what I think I got. You know what? It was the title of the song that I guess threw me off.
Right.
The word Squidward with the slash in the middle. Usually that indicates that there's 2 songs in one. So I was waiting for a breakdown, transition, or whatever, but it was just the same song going on, and I was just like, okay. And then a lot go. Here's the thing. I really dug the fuck out of this song. I will never forget when he sent you all the instrumentals, all the instrumentation.
Yeah, we listened to him. Yeah.
And this was one of my favorites. There was the one with the orangutan in the name. Orangutan.
I don't remember.
It was like
offhand,
it was like bomb. I don't remember. Yeah, it was,
whatever name they gave it. Whenever they come out with the video or the audio for it.
Yeah, I feel like an ass for not remembering the name because it was.
It's been a while.
Yeah,
since I
it
took a
has
look
been
at
like
it.
a fucking year.
Well, they've been looking. You know, they've been working on
Yeah,
this. So,
no,
you know,
and that's
been
that's the thing. That's what's unfair. That's why I didn't want to say what I just said because. Like, bro, like a minute or so in, I was like, dude, I see why. I see the time.
You see the appeal.
No. Overall, yeah, I see the appeal. What you know, like what
What
the
do
song,
you mean?
When the song was wrapping up, I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, dude, this could definitely go somewhere. Like, this is definitely like I would listen to this, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
I mean, like when I say could go somewhere, I know that there's people out there that this would totally speak to them.
Which is fair because I mean. I'm not saying, oh, they got a bunch of, but they almost hit, what, 250? They came out
that's
with this
good.
in May.
That's good. But what was I saying? No, like a minute or so into it, I was like, man, like when you know, because I remember there was a time where I was like constantly checking up on you. I was like, dude, like, you know, have you heard anything from like where's this music at, bro? Like, I need lyrics to this shit. Like, seriously.
Dude, Nick has been so secretive about it. Like,
Right. But so like yeah, like a minute or so into it, I was like, God, I see the time. I hear the time. I see the year of like lyric writing. I could tell that they actually
Put the time into it.
put effort and care into the lyrics in here. Like,
now, granted, I'm gonna actually have to look and see what they actually said because I don't
see, and that was my only thing because I'm a huge lyrics guy. I love lyrics over everything. Like, you could have shit music in the background. If your lyrics fucking hit, then that's all that matters to me. If they mean something to me, then that's all that matters. But from what I could hear, there was one part that I was like, I mean, you could have maybe put something else there, but that's
the critique music side of you.
Yeah, it was the we can get in trouble this weekend stuff.
Yeah.
But at the same time, in the spirit of the song and in the spirit of the genre, it works. And the more it went along, the more I got with that part of the song. But this is why I didn't want to give any critiques whatsoever because, man.
Oh, yeah, it was good. I liked it overall.
Dude,
It was good.
everybody involved, you all play your roles fucking expertly. The vocals,
you're the drummer, you're the bass.
The lyrics were like, I couldn't really make it out, but that's not the point. The point is not to make out the lyrics. The point is the feeling of it. And the vocals were great. I know that they were. I could have sworn you said something that they were struggling to figure out who was gonna like do the leads on stuff.
At least Nick could correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But I think it was more of like they didn't know like where Nick should go in and sing and where Jeremy would just do everything or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was just like in certain songs like, okay, Nick's gonna have a decent portion or something to that extent.
Yeah. Vocals were great, didn't feel out of place. I was really curious to see, after having that that knowledge of what the music sounded like, I was really curious to hear how it would sound, and the vocals did not sound out of place at all. Great performance.
It fits.
It
would have been really weird if it was like he just tried to sing in a high-pitched voice the whole time.
Yeah, it would have. It really would have.
You know what I mean? Like, that just would not have worked.
But that's the thing. I wasn't sure what to expect. I wasn't expecting any screaming on this record. I really wasn't.
Oh, I did. I did. Not in the sense of like...
I was expecting high-pitched screams.
Okay, you mean more like the...
Yeah, not the low growl,
Mm-hmm. All Jeremy, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it appeared to be. So yeah, my hat's off to that. Hats off to the drummer. Hats off to Nick, of course. Hats off to the bass. All you guys, dude. It sounds fucking great. You sound like a band. You sound like a unit. I have no real critiques. I have no problem. I'm going to listen to that again. I'm going to listen to that. I'm going to give them like a bunch more views just from me alone.
Because give them like 30 more views. Like, holy shit.
Because I dug that, dude. I really dug the energy of it. I wasn't sure. I really wasn't sure. Like when they were taking as long as they were, I was just like, okay, this could go either way. They're either just as stuck as I was when you played me that stuff. I was like, dude, I wouldn't even know what to write to this shit. Like, it's just so. It's so like high octane, and then it'll like slow. I mean, but again, that's the spirit of the genre. Like you fluctuate from like heavy to fucking mellow.
That's the niche they've always been. That's like, even because Nick and Jeremy used to be in a band previously. Like, that was what they were trying to go for.
Mm-hmm.
But
I got that. I totally got that. That's why I didn't want to say anything about the whole like it feeling all over the place at first, because I got that that's what they're going for.
Yeah.
And I know that there's other bands out there that do that. But these guys, you guys did it well. I just wanted to make that clear. Like, don't take, like, that's why I didn't want to say what I said, because I don't want you to take it as a bad thing. It was just my honest impression at first. Like, it just took me a minute to, like, to discover where you guys were going with this, because I was so used to, hearing it without lyrics, and now here it is.
You know what's funny, though? Like, I was just sitting there thinking of, like, you're like, I'm going to go give him more fucking, a lot more views. It's like, you, like, they come on, like, after, like, a couple days, there's, like, 10,000 views on there. They're like, holy shit, we got a lot of people to watch. And then you just all see it's just you.
Yeah.
You just have your shit on show loop.
Yeah.
It's like, I got to re-click it just to make sure they get the view.
Yeah. I got to renew my data on my phone. But once I do, fellas, man, look out.
Watch out.
Watch out. I'm going to be playing that shit while I'm at work.
Funny.
Yeah, dude, I'm going to have to show speaking of work, I'm going to have to show the guys that I work with. Like, they would totally get into this for sure.
Go for it. Spread the word about these guys.
Yeah.
I really want these guys to blow up, make themselves known. Just like with Jay Renell out there doing his shit out in California. You too, buddy. But yeah, that's all I had.
yeah, so just yet again, I just don't want you guys to take it the wrong way. I was just being honest. It honestly took me back to my childhood. It really did.
This reminds me of I don't think they're I don't want to like put comparisons on them, but the band that it's like kind of more or less sounds like in a way for me kind of would be like Silverstein or something like that.
Okay,
where, like,
I can see that.
They build it up and then they just then it goes
Mm-hmm.
right back to being just hardcore as fuck.
Yeah,
that's just my observation.
Yeah.
I'm not saying in any way that's what influenced them, but it had that style of like they can sing, but then once they get hard, once they go hard, it's just that.
Again, this is just childhood stuff. It honestly, this is what was rolling through my head while that was playing. Was if Coheed and Cambria, Linkin Park, and Suicide Silence had a baby. Throw a little bit of Sick Puppies in there.
A little bit.
Just a little, just a tad.
Just a tad.
And there was someone else that popped in my head that I can't think of right now. But yeah, it was fucking awesome. It was fucking dope. I loved the music on its own, and now I love it even more with lyrics. I can't fucking wait to hear what you guys put out next. Just keep fucking at it, dude. This is the right fucking approach. You guys cracked it. You fucking did. Speaking of music, though.
Fuck Garth Brooks. What? What? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were just talking about people we don't like in music.
Now we just blessed your ears with some goodness there, but now we're gonna get into some shit that's just utter trash.
Don't you tell me you're gonna start playing Garth Brooks.
No, but I do got some junk tunes though.
Okay, all right.
So there's gonna be a little bit of some story times with these junk tunes. So for starters, our first one we got two. We got a two-parter. Actually, more like a three-parter. But one of the two has a little bit of a preamble, so we're gonna consider it a two-parter.
I don't like this. I'm already confused.
Yeah, you're gonna be. So I have an artist here by the name of Haiti Baby.
I already don't like him.
Yeah, with a name like that. But he said the name came about because he found out he was Haitian. Ta-da! All
Ta-da!
Right. So,
surprise! Happy birthday!
Literally like months or within the same year of this freestyle I'm about to show you. So I know we're kind of breaking the form of junk tunes. I'm playing a freestyle, but just bear with me.
Realm.
Just follow me. Just follow me though. Anyway, I promise you it'll all make sense.
Carpet ride. What?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What?
Just, dude.
No.
You have no idea.
No.
You have no idea.
If it's the song that I'm thinking of,
no, it's not. But you have no idea like how in line that is with what we're about to witness. Anyway,
Jesus.
Here we go.
Okay.
So I give you. Let me make sure I don't have anything else in here. Okay. I give you Haiti Baby. It's freestyle on Bootleg Kev and DJ Head.
All right, then I already like the name. I already like the.
Oh man, show you that wolf. Come on. Real 92.3 shit. Bootleg Cat, DJ Head.
Okay.
Hi. Hi. I woke up top the mountain like a dragon. I was feeling real high.
I wish y'all could see BJ's face. Oh shit. I love how no matter who you are, no matter what walks of life you came from, you still have the same reaction. No matter what. No matter what. You could not know what good rap sounds like, and you would still. Oh, okay.
Keep playing it. I'm crying right now.
All right. Okay. All right.
Feeling like I'm off the alcohol. I know I'm feeling tipsy. I'm a fucking bitch. That's just it. I'm another bit of cool. I'm gonna cut up in a dream pretty cool. I'm gonna pull up with the rope. Shit, why? And he goes. But a rock in a basket. I was thinking on a motherfucking black. I was thinking on a box selling crack. You want to follow me? You want to believe me? You want to chase your dreams? You want to go to the sky? I know you're feeling high. I'm so damn amazing. You thought I was fucking blazing. I'm walking up, bitch. I'm a dragon. My pants sagging. I feel like Haitian Bin Laden, but I'm in Latin. I might ride on my fucking cock. shit is retarded. You know that I started. Shh, quiet. Haiti, you have to believe in your dreams, white one. You are the chosen one. You are the champion, white one. Do you hear me? Everyone will feel you. I want to swallow the kids. Mike Tyson. I'm all over the place. All over the room. Not on your bitch. All over the room. The helium balloons. I like a top the mountain like a dragon. I was feeling real high. That's all that you get. One day, I'm having rich. Hey, man, she get crib dick. Got about a second, like a real stick.
Look at this man.
I'm on fire. I don't need to rap and I can use my ad-libs. Watch this. Follow me. Follow me. Follow me. Damn.
DJ.
All right. Well, it's definitely the most unique freestyle experience we've ever had.
That's the most different. That's the most.
Who influenced you, bro? Where's your influences from?
Oh. Is he the son of the dude from Police Academy? Like, what the fuck was that? And why, when I heard the name,
oh my God,
why did I expect exactly that? Please explain that to me, because...
Did you hear that magic carpet line?
Yes, I did.
Oh my God.
That's not at all what I thought you were gonna...
I love that old boy on the left says, who influenced you, bro? Who influences you?
Fuck, because it sounded like...
Meanwhile, he's over here like that. That was the most different. That's all he could say. That was the most different. Different.
That's another word of saying, what the fuck was that? Holy shit. Go kill yourself, please. Like, what?
Okay. What?
I don't. Where's your influences from? I don't know what just happened.
Something happens when I hear a beat. I just kick into it. I ain't write nothing. I don't want to write nothing. I want to keep it authentic, original. All
yeah,
over
no
the place
shit.
So people can learn, keep their mind free of thought.
Yeah,
there was no thought put into that at all. That was the problem. What are you talking about?
He's trying to say some profound shit.
There was no profound anything in that.
Some pretentious ass shit is what it was. Just free your thought, man. Free your mind. I didn't want to have anything written, even though he clearly wrote that hook with the hi.
It was like he was trying to do all the sound effects in a song.
Yeah, he said, I'm just going to do ad-libs. Yeah, no, that's the thing. He was literally trying to do a full song
with his own
all the
sounds.
Production, all of it himself.
I got that. As
you got to give it up for him for that. That's never been done. I mean, he didn't achieve it very well, but
No, it was definitely, he missed the mark. he took a shot and he missed wide right. There's a target like about 100 yards away. Well, his shot went, and then got caught by some wind, and then went into the crowd and hit somebody right in the side of the temple.
It's like no one's explained to him that you record the lead vocals before you do the ad libs and all that stuff.
Dude, I'm crying. I was trying so hard not to bust out laughing.
It might have not even sounded that bad had he just...
It's good that I'm watching this now and not in studio, because if that had been in studio...
Yeah, I would not have been able to contain...
I would have been
these two
fired.
are professionals.
I would have been fired.
Yeah.
I would have been fired because all you hear is some dude just in the background, just cackling. And he's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Very, very... It was almost like, I don't know. That was unique.
They're trying to
be so baby, nice. You got a project out?
Yeah, Warrior, go get that shit now. You dig?
Now
I just have it on the streets.
A lot of different styles on there. Like we just, I don't know what we just got. It was very. I gotta take it.
I love that he's not even trying to hide it. That would be me. I'd be like,
I'm at a loss for words. I mean, you use them all.
A lot of noises and shit. Hey man, Haiti Baby, man, that shit was interesting. Go check out his Project Warrior. Now I'm literally gonna go check it out now because I have to know.
Then you have
Yeah, no,
I'm definitely gonna
Donnell Rawlings over here.
A seance or a freestyle. I don't know, man.
Like
Shout out
Donnell
to Haiti
Rawlings
Baby.
and Hannibal Buress had a baby
I'm
over
definitely
here.
driving home. Yeah, that's a fact.
Shout out to Stockton, man. Brian Sampson, go get your point on
This
that.
is Israel Adesanya looking like motherfucker. I'm sorry I put your name along with this guy Israel. He doesn't look like you at all.
So they just said I'm literally about to check out his stuff right after this because we just got to know. So I had
That's
the same
a fucking lie.
I had the same reaction. So I looked this guy up.
No, don't tell me all this shit sounds like this.
And
you know would laugh. I would laugh at really hard if you show me right now that everything he just did is exactly what sounds like on the record.
So he has.
Did I get it? Did I hit it right on the nail?
Yes and no.
Oh, did I like slightly hit the nail?
Yes.
Okay.
So he did keep.
I love this game.
He did keep this style for a bit until.
When was this?
This was like I don't know, like 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh,
Maybe
God.
2. I want to say 2. Yeah, I want to say it was like 2019 or 2020.
I think you would have sounded better if you said 5 years ago.
Right. So he did he tried to sell this sound for a little bit. And he would
kudos to you for trying.
He would throw these little there's a few songs that I would listen to by him that were like they sounded like normal music and then he just couldn't help but at certain parts do that weird voice. All that stuff. Anyway,
trying to be a cartoon wolf from the 1960s.
Right. So that segues us into Haiti Baby's Blue Dragon. So now you get to see what he was trying to do.
What is this? Why is the fucking Queen reference?
Who influences you, bro?
What is this? Is a dude licking your asshole? Like, what's going on here?
Will you listen to me? Busting out the Cookie Monster.
How do the Haitian people feel about this? That's the real question here. I'm the Cookie Monster. Give me your cookies. Cookie. Yeah, you have abs. Okay. This has got clean feet.
See.
Wouldn't it suck if you just had some dirty ass feet? See, like, dude, did you even take a shower before you started doing this?
Yeah, notice he took that out. He put that way, way in the back. You could barely even hear the.
What else is he? Is he black or Asian? I
think he's just full. No, he is not Asian. Don't let.
Because there's like a lot of Asian influence here. I'm just trying to ask.
Fool you, BJ.
I'm just look at that. Like you can't like it's not somewhat Asian a little bit. Like he's got like 5% Asian. He's like I'm gonna go full
for
out.
the song. It's just because it's called Blue Dragon.
This is retarded as fuck.
You motherfucker! You motherfucker! This is why.
What do you have? Herpes? Do you have what is this? Are you trying to tell us you have an STD or something? That's why it's called the Blue Dragon? Is that the color it did when you fucking found out you had an STD or something? Like, do you have crabs? Do you have what they call the blue waffle?
And what's funny is I can tell that he's probably never done a drug in his life.
Drugs would help. Drugs would help a lot.
Where was the flow? Where was the melody? What?
That was the flow. It's fucking like fox call he's trying to do, like trying to like mate, like do a mating fuck. Trying to do a fucking animal call, trying to like. Trying to Disney princess is like, come to me. It's just all come to me, my little furry friends. Like I don't understand.
So where do you think this ranks up in our echelon of junk tunes?
Gotta be top 3.
Okay, I just wanted to see if we were in agreement.
No, this is pretty bad.
Okay,
this is almost just as bad as that Corvette bullshit.
Okay, so
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna ask you: would you put the freestyle above or below this? Would you prefer the freestyle to this?
Both sucked ass. A collective, they both sucked ass. So no, I can't say I can put one over the other because they're both
I know it's
one
like
and
I'm
the same.
asking you if you want to be stabbed or fucked in the ass. Both are a stabbing. Yeah.
Or you get fucked in the ass while being stabbed, and then then he just leaves you there to die. Like it's it's a combined both.
I was just curious if you could answer that because I couldn't decide if someone put a gun to my head and said pick which one that you would rather listen to. I don't know.
They both sound the same.
Yeah,
it's just one has a little bit more music in it.
Yeah, I like the beat and the freestyle more. I think
right off the top of his head. Those professional beatboxers better fucking watch out. This guy's coming for you. He's coming for your title.
Oh, I mean the beat that they played for him to freestyle on.
You meant okay.
Yeah.
I was talking about the actual.
Yeah, I know. And at least I also got to have those dudes' reactions with the freestyle. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
That was fucking interesting.
Yeah, I don't know what was more enjoyable. I think neither. I'm sorry that I shared that with y'all, but hey, that's what you get with a junk tune. You get shit that you didn't ask for. So let's move
Nobody
on.
has ever asked for that ever.
Let's move on to part 2 of our junk tunes.
Oh, okay. All right. I was like, there's another one of this guy?
We got no, God, no. I would never. I would never do that to you. He's got plenty of a discography.
Oh,
but
I'm
no.
sure he does.
But
I'm so sure he does because he lives in his mansion out in Haiti, right? Costs what? About $20.
All right. So let's go ahead and get this over.
Tax free down there. Did you know that?
Yeah. Our next artist is L.A. Buck.
Okay. I can only imagine.
I almost said something, but I'm going to save it for after the song. So here we go. L.A. Buck. And this track is entitled Good Tree.
That's all I ever had.
L.A. Buck, Mr. Cali Jones, smoking and choking, shut.
I'm dipping in my low low. Maybe it's my Reno, maybe it's my 6 I'm smoking with my kinfolk. Maybe it's some out, maybe it's some Mindo. But I'm dipping in my low low. Good weed, maybe it's my Reno, maybe it's my 6 But I'm smoking with my kinfolk.
How you gonna dance like an old man with the power of editing too?
Watch how I do it, sonny.
Blow it out the window. Blow it out the window.
Did he just pick a random airport? Did he just like go up to the airport and was just like, hey, can I act like I have all this stuff in your giant your airfield over here? Hey, can you park it like I actually own all this shit? Including this helicopter that's definitely meant for like weather. Shit, guys, we gotta return all this shit after this music video.
As I slide on in, is that right? I grab my weed, and then what you do? Grab my pen. Damn. Okay. Yes, indeed. You're tripping, you're dipping. That's right. I'm flipping my script. Damn. Check it out. I'm behind 10. I'm still representing like the president. I grab my ish. That's right. Get my ish. I do my thing. What's my name? Is that L.A. Buck? Yeah. The dingo with fame that don't give a fuck. The dingo with the pen in his
Why are you editing your own curse words? Why are you radio editing your own curse words?
I just love that he says, is that L.A. Buck? That no one has ever said that in their lives.
I don't
and then he
fucking
follows
know.
that up with the nigga with the fame. Again, I've never heard of you, sir.
I've never heard of you. I don't know if your favorites are not. Sir, I'm trying to get my burger.
Check out the lip sync.
I look at this shit, guess what? Guess it's the same old shit. If you can't get none of these riches, you can't get none of my moolah. You can't get none of these barbs. And guess what? Guess shove them down your jaws. Guess what? Guess what?
Shove them down your jaws.
He's a motherfucker. I know you know. I know you know. Recognize the G when you see one. You can't see me. Guess what? Guess what? I do my thing. My thing. I drive around.
I drive around.
I do the damn thing. I'm a motherfucker.
You should not admit you drive a Range Rover, okay? That's something that you just like, yeah, I have that.
I'm smoking with my kinfolks. Maybe it's some out. Maybe it's some new down. But I got that good weed. Maybe it's my wrist that good.
Look how much weed they wasted. He ain't even inhaling.
You wasteful motherfuckers.
Good weed. Maybe it's some out. Good weed.
Why are you doing the whole, like, catch me outside fucking thing? Like, what are you doing? Why would you throw it out the window? Keep that shit. What are you doing?
He said blow it out the window.
Oh, okay.
That's what's up.
Look at the lip sync. He's not even saying that. They clearly just recording themselves in the studio and then
Act
they're
like you're singing the song.
Let's just use that in the video. No, they're clearly just talking to the camera about nothing. They had no intentions of using it for the video until
Look at those. Look at those. They're so entertained. Those chicks are like, what the fuck was that? Knock me out, definitely, because I don't want to hear that again. I would rather fucking listen to the other guy.
All right,
do you think this guy and that guy should like do a collab together, make a song together?
I think they would get along famously, yes.
Summer hit of next year.
So here's the thing, BJ.
LA King and Gotti Baby.
I actually know this guy personally.
What?
Yes.
What?
I knew this guy for years, a good chunk of my childhood life. And I won't get into it, but he is the reason, BJ, why my pet birds escaped.
Okay.
He is the reason.
So we can take care of animals. This is good.
He is the reason why I had to sit out front of one of Jamie Foxx's houses.
So he knows a bunch of rich people. Okay.
For hours, frying in the hot California sun. With the windows up. You know, that's against the law, by the way. I was a child.
Wait a minute.
Alone in a car.
Are you telling me?
Now, he wasn't the one that... No, he wasn't the one that left me in the car. But because of him, the person who left me in the car got to go to Jamie Foxx's house. Therefore, in turn, dragged me along to Jamie Foxx's house for just to leave me in the car. And did that twice.
And didn't even bring out Jamie Foxx.
No, Jamie wasn't home because he's a busy, he's an actor. And this was around the time
he comes to his house like every 30
right.
days
And this was around the time that he had won that Oscar for Rape. The second time, I thought for sure I was going to get in this time.
Mr. Jamie, please help me.
I didn't even care to meet Jamie Foxx. I didn't even fuck. I wasn't a fan. But I just wanted to be inside a rich person's home, just to see, just to
this
take
is
a
how
look.
rich
because,
people live.
Yeah, just because the first time I went there, the man who dragged me there then came back after hours of leaving me in the car. Came back and told me all the wonderful things he saw. How there was a. I had never heard of a home like movie theater level, like movie theater.
Sounds
theater.
like Disneyland.
Yeah. And told me how he had Jamie's chef cook him up a bunch of stuff and how they went and played basketball and all this cool stuff. I was so traumatized and furious by that experience that I refused to believe it was actually Jamie Foxx's house until fairly recently, I'd say like maybe 5 years or so ago, where I happened to stumble upon a Jamie Foxx interview where he confirmed that was his house. Just so happened to just come up in conversation that they were talking about a party that he threw, and he said, yeah, it was this house that I had in Tarzana, and I was like, oh, fuck. I know what house
I was at his house.
So anyway, yes, he does run.
Look at these rapscallions around my house.
He runs into some circles. He was good friends still is good friends with Ray J, Brandy, the R&B singer Ray J as well. But Brandy, more famously known as little brother. He's
really.
He was in. I don't know if you're familiar with the film Steel starring Shaquille O'Neal as the comic book character Steel. No, of course not. Of course you're not familiar with it. It's a terrible film. But
Sounds like a terrible film.
So he was in that film, so therefore he then became friends with Shaquille O'Neal. He was friends
Instantly.
He was friends with Eddie Griffin. So basically, yeah, this guy just fucking...
What?
Yes.
How did Eddie Griffin get along with this guy?
Dude, I couldn't tell you, because he's a fucking little bitch. My mother happened to find him after years of not talking to him because of an article that had come up focusing on him and Ray J and how they are actually responsible for Whitney Houston's death. Yeah, but I won't get into that.
Let's save that for another day.
Yeah, we'll save that for another. I'll have her forward me the articles because it's pretty fucked up. Anyway, so I just thought I'd just
He's that nice little gem right there.
Yeah.
For
So
you.
and discovering his new life, we found his music, and I just couldn't resist bringing up that gem of a fucking junk tune because my lord, that was fucking awful.
It was awful, but not as bad as the other one.
No, I thought I'd start strong.
You started very strong.
And then we just
My
ease on out.
expectations were up here, and it went a little bit somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
But that's okay. That's fine.
Because it was still junk.
Oh, it was still bad. I wouldn't say it's not top 3.
No.
But he definitely gets an honorable mention.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And if this Whitney Houston story goes pretty good, he might get a little bit more notches up there. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see where he goes in the peg.
So let's just get into yesterday's.
Forget about the shit we just heard. Anyways.
Yeah, so this is the part of the show where we go down the most memorable things that happened on today, and today is July 20th. And the most memorable things that have happened on July 20th throughout history are...
If you tell me that Whitney Houston died today, I'm going to laugh my ass off. But continue, please.
In 1801, a 1,235-pound cheese ball was pressed at the farm of Elijah Brown Jr. The ball of cheese was later loaded on a horse-driven wagon.
You could smell it for miles.
And presented to U.S. President Thomas Jefferson
The many
at the White
bugs were
House.
following it during the giant escapade we had trying to get it from town to town.
1801. My God, that is just...
They had to have their cheese, man.
Yeah, that's ingenuity. The fact that they were able to make that big of a ball of cheese.
But why would you? It's also the other question.
To present to the president, of course.
Do you smell how foul it smells, sir? Just for you and your new inauguration of being president.
Yeah, I wonder how far it had to travel. On horse.
Very,
wagon.
very, very long distance. That probably took about a year.
Jeez.
Or more. So all that shit.
Surprised it didn't crumble
It
apart.
wasn't just one.
Yeah.
They had at least a couple. There's no way it's just one horse pulling that shit.
I'm surprised it didn't fall apart and just crumble I'm surprised it was still a ball by that point. By the time it got to Jefferson.
Very strong wood.
Yeah. 1859. Brooklyn and New York played baseball at Fashion Park Racecourse on Long Island, New York. The game marked the first time that admission had been charged for to see a ball game. It cost 1859. Yeah.
Jesus.
It cost 50 cents to get in, and the players on the field did not receive a salary until 1863.
Of course they fucking didn't.
You're right.
It's the 1850s. Come on, now.
Yeah. Not until 4 years later.
50 cents to get in? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's a lot back then.
I know. You had to pay one hay penny to get in.
1868.
That's all the salary we had. We can't even eat this month. We decided to go to a baseball game that didn't even serve food.
We couldn't make rent this month. 1868.
Rent? We live in a shoebox.
1868. Legislation that ordered U.S. tax stamps to be placed on all cigarette packs was passed. 1917. The draft lottery in World War I went into operation.
Draft? Oh, the draft lottery.
Yikes.
I don't understand why you put the lottery in there. It's not like they put your name in a thing of like,
Right.
Jeff Scott, you're going into the military.
It wasn't like it was at random.
It's not a bingo hall where they pick out names.
Like,
You're
congratulations, you won. You're one
And
of the
you're
very
going.
few that everybody got drafted.
Great. It's
Yikes.
It's a pleasure to die for your country.
1940, Billboard magazine published its first listing of best-selling singles. 10 songs were on the list.
And Elvis Presley was on the top of that, wasn't he? Actually, no, he started in the 50s.
Yeah, that was 1940. 1942, the first detachment of the Women's Army Auxiliary Corps, WACS, began basic training at Fort Des Moines, Iowa.
There was a base out there? That's weird. Why would you make a base out there?
1940.
You want to know what it's like
for the women? That's why. That's what they get. They get Des Moines, Iowa.
Right in the middle of fucking nowhere, United States. Let's put them in the middle where nobody knows where they're at.
Right.
Nobody's.
We get Texas, Georgia,
Louisiana,
Washington,
Florida.
1944. U.S. President Roosevelt was nominated for an unprecedented fourth term of office at the Democratic National Convention in Chicago because he was such a fucking awesome president. That's why. He was the guy you could get a beer with and fuck a whore with.
And a horse.
Yeah.
Because they did that back then.
And he had the porn stash before it was a fucking porn stash, man.
Before Ron Jeremy had it.
Come on. Give that man a fourth term.
Look at his penis. That's why he has his fourth term. Look at that thing. Just dangling like a grandfather clock.
1947, the National Football League ruled that no professional team could sign a player who had college eligibility remaining.
Oh, what the fuck happened to that?
I don't know. That was way back in 47, so you know that didn't last that long.
That didn't last long at all. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that
kids
aged
transfer
well.
like it's fucking, oh, we're going to a different high school. Here we go. Like it's nothing. Like it's nothing. What the fuck happened to that?
1969, Apollo 11 astronauts Neil Armstrong and Edwin E. Aldrin Jr. became the first men to walk on the moon.
Don't tell him he didn't go on the moon. He'll punch you in the face.
It was a hoax, if you ask me.
Was it? I mean,
come on, man. It was 69. They had special. You mean to tell me they didn't have special effects in 69?
Not the greatest ones. They didn't have the greatest effects.
Fucking Star Wars was less than a decade later. Come on, man.
I don't know.
No,
I just like to keep the whimsy of, yeah, we definitely made it to the moon eventually.
I'm just bullshit. I just love that that's a thing.
No, I mean, you never know.
It's totally it's debatable.
Definitely possible.
Yeah, it's debatable.
It's
for sure.
definitely
It's
possible
feasible.
because I will say this
Yes.
because it does look like when you look at it, kind of look like he's on a just by the way he's bouncing. But I've never been in space. I don't know what it's like.
Yeah.
Whatever. Just like I said, don't tell him he didn't go to space. He'll punch you right in the face.
1976, America's Viking 1 robot spacecraft made a successful landing on Mars.
And then got destroyed by a transformer.
1985, treasure hunters began raising...
It's Optimus Prime.
1985, treasure hunters began raising $400 million in coins and silver from the Spanish galleon Nuestra Señora de Atocha. The ship sank in 1622, 40 miles of the coast of Key West, Florida.
I'm glad you said that because I would have butchered the fuck out of that.
$400 million in coins and silver. God damn.
And where did all that money go? Not to the economy, that's for fucking sure. That would help out the debt quite a lot, wouldn't it?
Speaking of money, 1998, Russia won an $11.2 billion loan from the International Monetary Fund to help avert the devaluation of its currency.
Because their currency sucks ass. It wasn't worth shit.
In Soviet Russia,
we need money.
Currency values you.
Which is nothing.
Oh, man. In Soviet Russia, currency carries you.
Which is nowhere.
2003. In India, and now get this.
Oh, God.
Elephants used for commercial work began wearing reflectors to avoid being hit by cars during night work.
How the fuck do you miss that big-ass thing in the middle of the night?
Oh, my
How
God.
shitty are your headlights? You're like 5 feet in front of elephant. You're like, oh shit!
Dude, that is a cultural barrier if there ever was one.
Oh my God.
I cannot
What?
imagine what that life must be like.
Hey, honey, why were you late to come up? Well, you know,
I hit a fucking elephant.
Those damn elephants are just in the road, construction again, and I just hit its fucking left thigh.
God damn it, our insurance doesn't fucking cover elephant accidents. Fuck.
Remember, there's somebody downstairs.
Oh yeah, sorry. I told you to get the elephant
late
plan.
now.
All right, so
Dumbo over there just fucked up my car.
And finally, in 2010, in New York, Ice-T was arrested for driving with a suspended license.
It wasn't the first time. I just finally got caught doing it. What do you mean? Like, that man never had a license to begin with in the first place. Like,
they brought him into court, and he's like, "You're right. I care now. You've made me care."
because I am getting in trouble. I got caught. Fuck.
Rick and Morty reference. Never mind.
No,
But,
I know.
You
No,
know, that was the most eventful things that happened in yesterday. Wait a minute. Speaking of Ice-T, have you seen this thing going around with his daughter?
Oh, she's ugly as fuck.
So you have seen it. Damn it.
I saw the picture.
Damn it.
His wife is plastic as fuck, and his
But
daughter
which one have you
reflects
seen?
that.
Have you seen this one?
That one, no. I saw the other one.
Oh, man.
I saw the one where his wife is
You must be
holding her.
talking about, you must be talking about this one.
Yes.
Yeah. But, bro, the zoom in on that?
Dude,
oh
look at
my word.
Look at that
It
butt
looks
chin.
like if you threw Ice-T in a time machine and then had him get like a fucking transition, or you just threw a wig on him. Let's just say you threw a wig on him. Let's be nice.
He threw a lot of makeup on that face.
Dude, it looks just like, look. It's like if you got a Cabbage Patch Kid that was Ice-T edition.
That's a rejection Cabbage Patch Kid.
It's a
That's the one they
rejection
saw on the
Cabbage
line.
Patch and a rejection Garbage Pail Kid.
That's the one they saw on the line. They're like, man, we can't have this out there to the public. This will ruin our company. Like, we'll be done for.
But hey, we say all this now, but who knows? This kid might grow into being hot tea. Might be hot tea one day.
I agree with the cat. Hopefully. Hopefully, for her sake, I hope
look
so.
Look at that. Look at that. And then look at that. Just put a mustache on it. That's all you gotta do. Just shave it. Shave the head. Put a mustache on it. Look, they got the same. They got the dimples. The dimples. Even in the chin. The chin dimple.
She really takes after her father.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I just skin
Who's gonna be
tone
the
and
guy
all.
to date that?
Dude. Like you said that she's ugly. I mean, I'll give it to you. She's not the hottest on the block, but
Well, I
dude,
mean,
even
it's
then,
just
for
like-
Ice-T, I gotta give him props. Like, how did he pull that? Like, I'm sorry. Have you heard his music? Have you seen his acting? Have you heard him talk?
This is what weed does to your cub. It
Yeah.
makes your babies look just like you.
Yeah, man.
If you were a trans.
Yeah. Yep. This is what happens when you talk a lot of shit.
This is what happens when two beautiful people, quote unquote, come together and have a baby. This is what happens. This is literally what happens.
And then it comes out.
That's why you gotta like go slightly below the bar. And I'm not saying like you have to be ugly or anything, but you gotta have like some room of improvement. Like your daughter is more beautiful than your mom was. You know, it's like it's that kind of thing. You can't just have beautiful and expect it to be better than that, because you're gonna be disappointed.
Yeah.
As evidence.
Yeah. And
You know how many plastic surgeries she's gonna have? She's gonna be just like her mom.
Right. And I think I read somewhere that she's like 5 or like 5.5, and it's like, dude.
What? Be like, man, wouldn't dudes become less potent
You
over
would
the
think
years?
with age, right? Like things would expire.
No, it's
bit.
like a fine wine. It just becomes more potent over the
Dude,
years.
it really does, man. Like,
Becomes more
fuck.
potent.
These fucking. You see, Nick Cannon just had 4 in a year. Like, fuck, dude.
Again?
What do you mean again?
Oh, I thought you meant like he had 4 kids on top of the other 4 kids he has.
No, do you know what I'm talking about? Did you not hear?
What?
He just had
4 more kids.
4 kids
This year?
In this year.
With the different chicks? Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
okay.
of
I was
course.
gonna
Yeah.
say, Jesus
But
Christ.
Still,
Pop that bitch out fucking 4 months ahead of time.
4 kids, all in the same year.
You know what his child support money's gonna be like? Woo!
Birthdays, just dude.
You better go all out for those kids. You better make sure Wild 'N Out becomes an international sensation with that kind of kids.
Time capsule today, that's what we told you.
Cause even yesterday is feeling like old news.
So some subjects will be a little late whenever we touch it. Like
cold food?
Yes, good looking out, bro.
No problem.
Opinions are like assholes.
We all got them. Leave a shit comment below.
Or if you prefer to be more formally written, contact us, links in the description.
This has been BJ.
And don't forget Gene.
Thanks for listening.
But you probably won't remember a thing.
Damn, that shit was a joke.